If you're listening to the replay of this live, be sure to punch that like and subscribe button. And let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the live. Be sure to help support the channel by hitting the $sign 2 cents boxing for the Cash App, or by leaving a super thanks below by hitting the $sign with the heart in it. Just letting me know you appreciate the content. And at the very least, if you're just stopping by to listen to the replay, type replay gang in the chat. 9/21/2025. Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jake, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's live, we will be discussing Terence Crawford fans continue to be disrespectful, Shakur pump faking, and Tank and Jake Paul fight seems to get worse, according to the word on the YouTube streets. But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button. And make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the video.
If you're doing good, they got something to say. If you're doing bad, they got something to say. So do what makes you happy. Because you see this jet, you see this private jet that we own? I got it because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I made over $1 billion. You know why? Because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I'm gonna always tell Tank, do what the fuck you want to do.
Everybody in the chat, be sure to punch that like and subscribe button. Man, I like that clip of Floyd and Tank. I think it's so fitting right now, especially for the moment that Gervonta Tank Davis is in. All the scrutiny he is receiving, and just all the hate that people are giving him for and hating and complaining and saying, but shit, I do the same thing. I'm only probably gonna be on here for an hour because I'm in the process of relocating. So I've been packing all day and doing stuff all day. I'm kind of out the boxing loop because I haven't had time to sit and do you don't know how it is. You sit online, read articles, watch videos, hear what's going on so I can give my 2 cents. I'm trying to see the latest update about the fight because I'm hearing word on the YouTube streets is they can't throw hard punches. I mean, you know how people are. You know how the tabloid channels be, but they can't show no skill and throw hard punches and all this other crazy stuff. I haven't seen any of that, in the articles I'm reading. I also heard that Florida didn't approve it either or something. I'm not sure how true that is. Y'all let me know and drop it below. Like I said, I've been kind of MIA on these boxing streets. But I wanted to cover this article that I seen that popped up, Boxing News 24. With brittle hands of concern, Shakur Stevenson's planned 2026 bout against Teofimo Lopez remains uncertain. And I think that that's weird that they are saying that about Shakur Stevenson. Because if anybody would thought for any reason that the fight wouldn't happen, you would think it would be Teofimo Lopez because he's known to be BSing around. And that's what I was saying at the beginning of this, right? I'm not finna pay that much attention to it because it's Shakur Stevenson who don't eat all of that, Cadence. You only need a little bit. And Shakur Stevenson, who's known to be pump faking, and Teofimo Lopez, who's known to never accept no doggone fights. And so y'all want me following them around, expecting them to make a fight following the negotiations and the done deal that's not finalized? Like, how you got a done deal? How you got a done deal, but it needs to be finalized? Listen, it's either done or it's not. Or it's not. So let's see what the articles say. I know people don't like to read, so let's read it. I'm going to read it. Shakur Stevenson says he will fight Teofimo Lopez now, but he wants to make sure his hands are 100% when they do meet. Their fight is being targeted for January or February 2026, provided Stevenson doesn't experience another hand problem in training camp. Now, this is my thing, right? Why do I need to say we're going to have a fight if I don't hurt my hand in training camp? Like, duh. Like, if you hurt yourself in training camp, of course we're not going to have a fight. Why do you need to say that? Why do you need to say that? I mean, they on TV, interviews, really talking like they about to make this fight. For some reason, Shakur Stevenson is on an interview tour right now. I don't know why he doesn't have a fight coming up, but that's cool. He's out there keeping his name relevant, keeping his name in the streets. I think he should do that. That's great. I'm not hating on that. I'm just saying. But of course, if you hurt your hands in training camp, we're not going to fight. Shakur, 24-0, 11 knockouts, will be moving up from 135 to challenge Teofimo Lopez, 22-1, 13 knockouts for his WBO lightweight title. Stevenson's WBC lightweight title will be put on hold, as well as contenders waiting for their title shot. Now, I don't understand why he's going up to 140 to fight T.O. Y'all should have fought at 45. Cool. I'm just saying, Keyshawn is now at 140 pounds. I would think that will be a fight for Keyshawn Davis. Teofimo Lopez at 140 pounds. It's a name. It's for a belt. But I digress. Shakur says his rationale for fighting Teofimo Lopez is to become great. Y'all let me know and drop it below in the chat. If you're listening to the replay, let me know in the comment section. If Shakur Stevenson beats Teofimo Lopez, does that make him become great? And this is my issue I be having, right? You got fighters fighting these opponents who, if anybody else beats these opponents, they don't become great. Did Kambosos become great because he beat Teofimo Lopez? No. No, he did not. What about Teofimo Lopez will make Shakur Stevenson great? Now, I'm not saying it's not going to be a good win. I'm not saying it might not be a decent fight. But why do we have to throw these great titles every time these fighters fight somebody? Shakur Stevenson fight William Zepeda, ranked number 1. Cool. Never been a champion. The flat-footed Mexicans, y'all always complain and talk shit about and make it seem like if you beat one, it doesn't matter. So Shakur Stevenson beats Zepeda, a flat-footed Mexican, come forward, volume puncher, no pop really. And now he's the greatest fighter to ever fight at 135 pounds. And when I say stuff like this, people get mad and be like, oh, you discrediting the fighter, you hating. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not saying he didn't have a good... All I'm saying is, why does beating Teofimo Lopez make Shakur Stevenson great? We got to be honest. Teofimo Lopez has been on the decline, and I keep saying this, and I've been saying this, way before he was supposed to fight Shakur Stevenson. I was saying this when y'all was saying he should fight Boots. Teofimo Lopez has been declining since he fought Lomachenko. If y'all don't believe me, go watch all of it. Listen, I got homework for y'all. Yep, y'all get homework over here. Listen, two sinners. This is what I want y'all to do, because I don't want y'all to take my word for it. Because if I say it, it's a lie. But if you go research it and find it yourself, you will take it as the truth. Go watch Teofimo Lopez fights from after Loma to now, and tell me he ain't been declining. Tell me Teofimo Lopez is not the same fighter at 140 that he wasn't at 135. His pop ain't the same. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to be a good fight. I'm not saying it's not going to be a good win for Shakur. But we keep wanting to slap great titles on these fighters because it's your favorite fighter just because they beat them, you know what I'm saying? Just because they beat a competitive fight or they fight a big name opponent, now all of a sudden they great. Jerron Boots Ennis wasn't great after he beat Stanionis. Nobody was saying he was great. Stanionis was a champion. That was a fight for him to unify. Nobody said he was great. Now, one person said Jerron Boots Ennis is great for beating Stanionis. Matter of fact, they did the complete opposite. They talk about the man like he ain't never even unified a division for real. And then here comes the boxing hacker. Teo looked great against Josh Taylor. Come on, y'all. Josh Taylor been done. He been at the weight way too long. And y'all, come on, let's be honest. He did look good against Josh Taylor. But again, you cannot argue the fact that Teo has been declining. He caught Josh Taylor at a good time. We got to be honest. But see, ever since Teo started calling black people niggas, now all of a sudden, if you beat him, you great. And he this good fighter. Y'all, stop that. Stop that. Teo and Shakur Stevenson is a good fight. Teofimo Lopez will be a good win for Shakur Stevenson. But it's not going to make him great. That's all I'm trying to say. It's not going to make you great. However, he's not done with his career. There haven't been any high-risk fights for Stevenson in which he came in as the underdog expected to lose. Prioritizing 100% hand health. I feel the smarter route is to make sure that my hands are 100%. Teo is a guy who is similar to me, said Shakur Stevenson to DAZN Boxing when asked if he would prefer to fight Teofimo Lopez right away rather than waiting until January or February 2026. Don't be surprised if this fight gets postponed with Shakur's brittle hands. He might not make it through training camp without suffering an injury like last year. Shakur was supposed to fight Joe Cordina on Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol undercard on October 12, 2024 in Riyadh. However, Stevenson suffered a right hand injury and had to undergo surgery to repair the problem. The Cordina fight was subsequently canceled. He wants this. It's not pretend. They want the fame and all the stuff that comes with it, but they don't want greatness. Teo is one of those guys who wants greatness, also said Shakur, talking about Lopez being similar to him and wanting to be a great fighter. Come on, man. Come on. Shout out Cooking with Frank in the building. He said 2 Cents Boxing, salute to you. Still waiting on Bud to fight someone who isn't compromised. Cooking with Frank. You know the pattern. You know the vibes. You know how I go. I'm still waiting on people to just admit that's how I be going down. Like Shakur, Teofimo has been selective in his pursuit of greatness. He's not fought the top fighters from the 140 division. Gary Antoine Russell, Richardson Hitchison, Sabril Matias, Alberto Puello, and Keyshawn Davis. Can somebody tell me why y'all not on Teofimo Lopez head for trying to bring up Shakur Stevenson and fight him at 140 pounds? Where is the outrage? Can y'all tell me why he's not trying to bring a fighter up that's a champion to 140 pounds to fight him? Where is the outrage? Where was the outrage? Where was the outrage? Lopez likes to say, make boxing great again, given his vision of what he's trying to do with his career. But he doesn't practice that in reality. It's just some line that he throws out and then fights B and C level opposition. Facts. Shakur is no different. He talks about wanting to be great and then chooses to fight Josh Padley, William Zepeda, and Artem Haratunian. Many fans view Shakur's pursuit of fight against Lopez as being solely about money. Let's see what they say.
The talks about you and Teofimo Lopez, is that something that's really going to happen in January?
Yeah, Teo, my son. I'm a son of him. Teo's a hell of a fighter. I can't wait for the fight to happen, but I can't wait to show everybody that there's levels to this shit.
Do you really want to wait all the way to January, February?
I don't want to, but with the way that my hands work, I kind of feel as though the smarter route will be to make sure that my hands is 100%.
We would rather that, because that beautiful performance that you had, we want to see that again.
Exactly.
We want to see a good performance again. So we got to wait till January, February to go ahead.
And it's a very interesting fight because Teo is a guy who's kind of similar to me. He wants this. Like, it's not just pretend. There's a lot of guys out here that's pretending and thinking that, they want the clout, the fame, and all the stuff that come with it, but they don't want greatness. And I think Teo is one of them guys that want greatness also. So,
all right. Well,
all right, y'all. So apparently Teo is like Shakur and want greatness. Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Come on, y'all. Jonathan Simon says, because nobody pays attention to Teo at all. A champion that is irrelevant. I mean, I'm telling you, nobody is really checking or clamoring for Teo. They keep throwing this fight, trying to build up the interest and the drama for it. And it's like, okay, if y'all gonna make the fight, y'all gonna make the fight. If y'all not gonna make the fight, y'all not gonna make the fight. Like, I don't think anybody gonna be in an uproar because y'all ain't making the fight. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm dropping the link early, probably about 5 minutes, because I'm only gonna be on here an hour today. Exactly, dang father. Shakur got better names at 130 to fight, and the criticism for Shakur's resume at 135 is really lacking. Now, I'm not gonna criticize Shakur's resume because I'm not really. These fighters need to fight. They need to do this. They need to do that. I kind of grew past that once I started understanding the business a little more. Are there fights that I would like for these fighters to make and see? Of course. But what I'm doing is pointing out the hypocrisy, because people continue to keep acting like that Tank Davis is the only person that Shakur Stevenson can fight. Shakur Stevenson's resume at 130 pounds is very lackluster. And we can sit on here and be like, oh, everybody ducking me. Nobody want to fight me. They ducking me. Your problem ain't with Floyd Mayweather. It's with me. But now he running up out the division to go fight Teo, which is cool. He's a champion. But now we don't have a problem with champions moving up a weight class to go fight to be great. But we had a champion when Lamont Roach went up to go fight Tank Davis to be great. I'm literally in a debate that I won that got overturned, trying to tell people how Lamont Roach and Tank Davis is a better fight than Kid Austin and Shakur, which I was absolutely right, because the Shakur Stevenson Kid Austin fight didn't even happen. It didn't even happen. You got people arguing with me about it's a better fight. The fight ain't even happened. So all I'm saying is cut it out with the fake outrage. Y'all have no problem with fighters moving up. Y'all didn't have a problem with Devin going up to fight Regis. Y'all ain't got a problem with T.O. going up to fight Shakur. Y'all ain't have a problem with Crawford going up to fight Canelo. Like, y'all don't have a problem with nobody moving up to fight nobody unless it's an opponent moving up to fight Tank. I'm just pointing out y'all hypocrisy. That's all. That's all. Cooking with Frank say Shakur ain't shit either. Career full of B-level wins, and he's a D-rider. Talking about Bud, the GOAT. That ninja ain't in the top 30 of all time with that resume. No, Zepeda and Edwin is not over Frank and Rolly. Stop it, dang father. Rolly would knock Zepeda out. So with Frank Martin. Cut it out. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Oh, band up you with all who want to move up. So you wasn't one of them ones that was saying Tank is pulling somebody up. Like he pulling somebody up that's bigger than him. Dude bigger than him on fight night. That shit crazy. How am I trying to argue and compare it in reverse? I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing at all. I'm just giving my 2 cents about the situation. So can somebody update me in the chat on what's going on with the Jake Paul situation? I'm hearing all kind of different things on the YouTube streets. So I'm just trying to figure out exactly what's going on. I know the fight has been moved from Atlanta to Florida. They withdrew before they had the chance to decide on it. They was like, oh, okay, so y'all don't want the fight? Cool, we'll take it elsewhere. I don't know who head gonna roll about that in the city of Atlanta, but they did just cost Atlanta a lot of money. So now they're moving to Florida. Now they're saying that they're gonna have to use bigger gloves in the fight. For some reason, people acting like they don't want to sanction this fight or let them have this fight, when I could have sworn I seen Shaquille O'Neal in the ring fighting. I think I seen Shaquille O'Neal fighting Shane Mosley. I think I seen Shaquille O'Neal fighting Oscar De La Hoya. Did they have problems getting those fights made? I'm so confused as to what's really going on, right? Because it's an exhibition. We've always seen exhibitions in the sport of boxing. We've always seen exhibitions in the sport of boxing. We've always seen Shaquille O'Neal. He bigger than he fighting 147 pounders. Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya with a 154. Like, what is the deal? What is the issue? And if y'all think this is, whoa, people don't want to see that, it's a circus, they want to see real boxing. If y'all believe that, I'm telling you, that ain't what the issue is. It's way deeper and most likely way more political than they quote unquote don't want no circus show. Can somebody look up real quick and see where the Shaquille O'Neal was fighting Shane Mosley at? And if at all possible, if you can find the weight on that fight, because I'm really confused at why such an uproar about this fight. I'm really confused at why such an uproar about this fight. Like, I get the fans, don't get me wrong, I get the fans, but I'm trying to understand the commissions. Oh, the issue is that they both professional boxers? Oh, okay. So they're saying, like, since Shaquille wasn't a professional boxer, then they thought it was cool to okay. I mean, I guess that makes a little bit more sense. Shout out to Boxing Hacker with the $5 in the super chat. He says beating T.O. will make Shakur a 4-division champion who got his belt from the highest rated 140 champion, who is 2-time linear. Kerr will be on the pound for pound list. Okay. I don't disagree with that. But beating Tio don't make you great. Like collecting accolades don't make you great. Like I wish y'all would stop that. Like y'all really watering it down when y'all do that. Shout out to Big Dog Willie with the $2 in the super chat. He says the state of Georgia effed over Atlanta. Reps versus Republicans versus Democrats. Yeah, they messed over Atlanta, bro. They messed up. Like I don't know what city would be dumb enough to miss out on all that revenue, but hey, I guess they standing on business by losing business. That's what it sounded like to me. Let's see. It's couldn't find the weight 2 cent, only the location. The Palace in Vegas is where Shane fought Shaw. Oh, okay. But they saying, Isaiah, that the reason why this is an issue, at least this what Frequent Flyer told me. So, we got to kind of balance that information and sift through it. But he just said it's because they both real boxers, apparently. So that's why they're having such a hard time at making this fight. Let me drop the link. I've been talking for about 30 minutes. I got about another 30 minutes on here. But they're adding more rules and adding more sanctions on the fight. I don't think that's going to deter people from watching it. Because really, if we're honest, the only people that really understand what's going on kind of is the hardcore fans. Because the fact that this fight broke the internet and they sold out all the pre-sale tickets just lets you know that most people are not really aware of what's really going on. All they know is Tank is a boxer, Jake is a boxer, and they about to fight each other. Isaiah, what you doing on the panel? What's going on, Isaiah?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't. I just wanted to chime in real quick on the Jake Paul Tank, because everybody claimed that they know what's going on, and apparently everybody in the business. What I think that we're not gonna know until we get these press conferences. I think we got them tomorrow and Tuesday, but also too. I mean, I watch not Fanon a lot, and sometimes whenever he talks about like the politics of things, it just makes sense. You know what I mean? It just makes more sense. So I do believe that there were politics involved. Maybe the commission did say like, "Yo, this dude is weighing in at like 220 at all the fights that he's at, and Tank's only probably weighed in at like 140, probably 145, and they probably don't even want to sanction that. I don't even want to say sanction because it's an exhibition. They don't even want to have that exhibition. But then too, Shane Mosley and Shaq. I read that Shaq weighed I think 355 pounds.
Wow.
And it was 5 rounds, 2 minutes. So
Right.
I mean, if that could happen, I don't understand why this ain't happening. But also too, I feel like it being in Miami is gonna be good, just cause. I mean, I'm from New York, so everybody in New York, they always go to Miami, and everybody from PA always goes to Miami. So Miami's a pretty popular spot in
Yeah,
a
for
sense
sure.
of it. I mean, I'd be out there in spring break, so from what my eyes have seen, it's pretty active. So I do believe that this fight, for all the people saying that it's a trash fight, it's a trash fight, but they're gonna be watching it, and I bet you that undercard is gonna be way better than the Canelo versus Bud undercard. That's all I got to say for now.
Facts. Frequent Flyer on the panel. Frequent, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Salute. Oh yeah, I just wanted to say that it's obvious is because they both professional fighters. A professional fighter, when they train, they're throwing thousands of punches a day. On a norm. Whereas somebody like Shaq might not even. Well, he don't know how to punch correctly. Not as good as a
Neither does
professional
Jake
boxer.
Paul.
Come on,
I
man. Jake
don't I
Paul is
don't
a
think Jake
professional
Paul's a real
fighter.
boxer though.
He
No,
don't
he's
know how to
not.
punch correctly.
How you
Jake
don't
Paul
think
probably
he's a
doesn't even
real
have a
boxer?
boxing license.
How you
He
don't
don't know
think
how to
he's a
punch
real
correctly.
boxer and he has a record?
It
He has a
doesn't
pro
matter if he
record.
has a record.
You got to be a professional boxer to have a
He
pro
probably
record,
don't
bro.
even have a boxing license to begin with. He probably just got a shit ton of money, and they're like, you know what? He's bringing eyeballs to the sport, so we about to let him do what he
Nah,
do.
he got his license for sure.
No,
Oh,
No, Jake
yeah.
Paul has
You
a
think he got his
license, bro.
license?
He
he's a
got a license,
professional
but
Of
he
boxer,
don't know
bro.
how
course.
to throw a punch correctly.
How he knocking people
Jake
out
Paul is
then?
actually
That's
okay.
why he knocking these
Y'all,
dudes out.
Yeah,
Paul
but
can
he's
actually
knocking
fight
out
though. Y'all
people
acting
that
like he
ain't
can't
really
fight.
like. You
I know.
think
That's
Jake
what
Paul
I'm
could
saying. If it
fight?
was a real fight, I think he probably would knock
Jake
Tank
Paul
out.
can fight, yes.
But
All right,
because
hold
he's
on, hold
way
on.
bigger
The
than Tank.
panel not open. Go ahead, frequent. Land your plane so I can pass the mic. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. The last thing I was gonna say, I think y'all don't think that knowing that it's going to be scripted, it can probably damage the fight or whatnot. You know, if the public knew that it was scripted like that, because I hear that they're making them not really try to knock each other out and all of that other stuff. So
Who making them do that?
the state where the way that the fight is happening in.
You making that up? You making that up? Stop.
I haven't heard
Okay,
that.
Stop
I'm
it.
making it up. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I haven't heard
I'm
that, but
landing.
go ahead.
No,
Yeah.
he said that. He's making it up. But it is
Shout
going to be
out Big
scripted.
Dog Willie on the
Oh.
phone. I think people are expecting it to be scripted, frequent. To
It
answer your
is scripted. It's scripted, but it's not. It's not. Nobody can knock each other out. It's scripted.
Bro, I just saw. You didn't see when that Blue was reading the whatever he was reading from. It was instructions or whatever or rules from that was
Oh, let me see if I
administered
can
from.
do. I'll look them up.
Okay.
Look it up. Yeah, but I know it's scripted. It's a scripted fight. Everybody knows it. I don't know why people think the fight's going to be real. It's a circus. The only thing that's going to make the card be any substance is the undercards. So if it depends who's on the undercards, that's going to make any substance. But the fight itself it's a circus show. I'm like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody jump in a ring with a steel chair and hit somebody in the back of the head with it. I'm not lying for real.
All right. Who next up here? Let me see. Shout out to Rich and Boxing Half on the panel.
What's up? What's up, Tucson? Of course. They hate the truth, you know?
What's your
they
2
hate
cents?
the truth.
What you got for the show?
Yeah, salute to you. Hey, so if Shakur beats Teo, that is definitely gonna make him great. You know, because one thing you have to realize, out of the 135, 140 division, Teo probably has the best resume currently. You know,
that doesn't make him great though.
Wait.
Yeah,
Now remember,
that does help. 2 cents, that does help. Stop it.
Yeah,
come on.
You said okay. Does it help or does it make him great? Big
It makes him great because it also makes him a 4 division champion.
It helps.
Okay, I said it doesn't make him great. I didn't say
it makes him great though. It makes him great. It makes him better than good because he becomes a 4 division champion. You know, and he's a 4 division champion. Like I said before, he's being the highest rated 4 division champion, who's 2-time lineal, who probably could have been undisputed if he fought Josh Taylor at the right time. But he's 2-time lineal champion. You know, so like if Shakur beats somebody like that, he will automatically probably be high on the pound for pound list. At that point, you have to say he's great. You know, so
I think he's a great fighter.
Huh?
He's a great fighter. Yeah. I mean, I was talking about like greatness, like up there with, but that's a step to get to that Bud level to fight somebody like that. It's not, but he's only 27 years old. So why are we talking about? But that is you're right.
We're not talking about the Mount Rushmore. We're talking about great.
No,
you know?
we're
talking about great. Yeah, Shakur is already really good. You know, like, but it'll make him like think about it. Like who else in the 135, 140 division has a resume like that? 130, nobody.
Yeah, he'll get to. No, it'll get to that. It'll get to that.
Who else?
I mean, if he fights Teo, but that if Teo wants to fight.
See, this is the issue I have.
I think the fight's is already signed.
So I can hurry and open the panel. But this is the issue I have, right? And it's not really an issue. It's just I feel like we just look at it different ways, right? Y'all are based off, oh, he's a lineal champ. He did this, he did that, he did this. And I'm basing it off of how Teo's been looking and how he's been performing. And that's why I say, to me, if you beat Teo, that don't make you great. Now, I get what y'all are saying. Oh, he's the most this. He got the accolades. He got the this. So if that's the way you're measuring it, then I can see that perspective. My issue
but that's the only way to measure it objectively,
y'all don't
right?
see my perspective of what I be saying. Hold on, let me get
that's the only way to make it objectively, make it objective.
What up, Rich? What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Yeah. What's up, 2 cents? What's up, everybody?
Salute, Rich. Damn, why when I get on, somebody come on blowing wind and shit. But hey, what I was about to say, yeah, man, Shakur already great. I don't know where y'all getting this. This will make him great. Like he already great. But if he beat Teo, just like Boxing Hacker said, it's definitely gonna put a stamp because a lot of people that's on that pound for pound list, when you really think about it, no disrespect to Nakatani's, I would say this, man, but I know y'all gonna try to jump on me. But people like Bam, them guys, who have they fought for real? Yeah, they fought Chocolatitos, they fought some or whatever. But who have
Yeah,
they
he got a
fought that?
real good resume.
Yeah, but who they fought that was better than Tio, and skill wise and accolade wise, for them to be up there that high. So yeah, he'll be great, and he should be up there on the pound for pound list if he beats Tio. You know what I'm saying? So
Is Tio on the pound for pound list?
nah.
Oh,
Nope.
okay.
He was on the pound for pound list before.
Yeah, he
So
was up there. I mean, he has a lot.
he's a pound for
Yeah.
pound fighter. So what I'm saying is it's a lot of guys up there that ain't even beat nobody that of a Teo caliber. And when I'm talking about that is what Teo did at 135, what Teo doing at 140. You know what I'm saying?
What he doing at 140?
He went up there to fight the best person, number one in the division. When he went up there, that's what he doing. Everybody that he fought was in the top 5 or something in rankings.
Claggett was in the top 5?
I wouldn't say Claggett. I think he probably was probably got look, but I know he fought Josh Taylor. Was Jermaine Ortiz? I think Jermaine Ortiz was. I think
He arguably lost that fight. He looked terrible.
but yeah, and he fought what's the last guy that he just fought?
Barboza.
Like it.
Barboza.
Oh yeah, Barboza.
And we not gonna sit here and act like Barboza just was some like a D level or something fighter. Nah, he had a good resume. He was a good fighter.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
And Tio did good in that fight, right, Rich?
and that was just at 140. You know what I'm saying? Then he was at 135 in the division where some of our favorite fighters was in at the time, and he had a lot of belts at that division. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but y'all know, it seemed like this narrative about Tio.
He was holding his nuts at that division for a good 3 or 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So we can't take that away from him.
Yeah, you can't take that away from Tio at 135. You can't take that away from him.
We can't take that shit away from him, and that's all I'm saying. So yeah, I feel like that he should definitely be up there, probably in the top 5 pound for pound Shakur, because Shakur don't coming all the way from 126. Not saying that he hurdled up there from 126, but he did come from 126. Then went to 130, 35, and now at 140, beating somebody, even though Teofimo is really is kind of the same size for us. So he, like I seen on somebody thing, they was saying that people, they don't want to see people like fight people that's like they want to see people fight real people that's in the division, like how Ryan and Rolly fought at 147, and y'all sit back and say, oh, Rolly is a 147 fighter. He did this in the 147. Nah, they came from 140 together. He ain't fight nobody that was officially stamped at 147. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, Shakur gonna be great. He already is, and he gonna be just better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's solid, man. He's solid.
Crazy, like the way y'all view different fighters' resumes is wild to me. Mr. Moss and Band up in the building. Mr. Moss, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Hey, salute everybody. Once again, suit to 2 cents. Always great content. I agree with the last gentleman. Shakur's already great. We talking about everything but boxing inside the square circle, the technical aspect of boxing. It's funny how a lot of guys in this new era, they want to talk about everything but what guys are doing in the ring and how to evaluate boxing, right? They worried about what they say, this and that. Listen, we know boxing is corrupt. We know we're not getting the fights that we want to see. So with that being said, then just assess the boxer. And so I'm not going to stay long on Shakur because he's great. Like, he don't need Teofimo Lopez to be great. Teo lost to Kambosos. And so he don't need Teo to be great. He's already great. Like, if you know boxing and you have a boxing eye, look at him box. He's a great boxer. Like, this isn't rocket science. And let me say this real quick, 2 cents. For all the Terence Crawford fans, and I'm one of them, just be quiet. Terence has already proven everybody wrong, right? Terence already beat Spence. Terence just embarrassed Canelo Alvarez. So Terence Crawford fans, y'all ain't got to say nothing. Stop talking. Your fighter, my fighter, he's already done the work for us, right? So when I debate Terence Crawford and boxing people, I don't say nothing because I just put on the video and I say, watch him box, right? Because at the end of the day, I can't fight for Terence and I can't speak for Terence. All I can do is put on video and assess what he did in the boxing square circle. And so I agree. Whatever these Terence fans are doing or not doing or saying or not saying, just be quiet. Like your fighter, he's the proof in the pudding. And so I don't know anybody who has a boxing mind or looks at boxing a certain way or assesses boxing. But how can you look at Terence Crawford and not appreciate what he brings to the sport? Yeah, all boxers lie in the press conferences. They all say dumb shit. And so let's not narrow it down to Terence Crawford and say he's doing no. All boxers do this. So that's a non-starter for me. But when we talk about skills pays the bills and what you do in the squared circle and being a versatile fighter and going deep in your bag and having a plan A, B, C, D, and E on even given night, who else compares to Terence Crawford? So if you're a Crawford fan, again, and I'm going to say this and then I'm going to mute my mic, just be quiet, put on the film, and then you let them embarrass themselves because when you put the film on, what can they say? They can't say shit, but goddamn, that man can box. That man can fight. And for me, it's that simple.
No, they all
Well said.
No, we
Well
can't do
said.
that, man. After all those
Well
all that
said.
time, they were hating. Never.
They
Bando, what's
also
your 2 cents?
they
What you
also
got for
they
the
all
show?
they also say that he's unbelievable and he used a drug or something like that.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah,
There y'all go.
just let him talk. Just let him
Go
talk.
ahead, Bando. What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Salute 2 cents boxing, salute boxing hacker. My guy Rich on the panel, Big Dog Willie, Isaiah, frequent flyer, my guy, Mr. Nas. You know what I mean?
Salute.
Far as when my first thing, T.O. 2 cents. I agree with everything you said. Like you said, if another fighter can beat him and he ain't great, why the hell Shakur get the accolades? I do think it's an amazing fight. I do think Shakur will prove something by beating him. I think, like I said, it's just another name on his list. It's not really like that. In a sense, that would kind of be like, did Sean Porter make Bud great? No, he didn't make him great. He just, you know what I mean, he just beat Sean Porter, you know what I mean, and stopped him, whatever the case may be. That was a good fight for him. Honestly, I don't know why. I just don't think T.O. is going to be considered great until he gets either that move up and get that dead fight. I'm sorry, I'm outside, y'all. But or get that tank fight. I think those are the 2 fights for T.O. to make him great. And if he goes on and do something beyond that. As far as Bud shit, you know how we go. You know what I mean? We took so much slander. You know what I mean? Some of us that are legit Bud fans that be speaking the damn truth took so much slander. So, you know what I mean? Don't be mad when our guy go out there and prove that he that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. And like you did, like old boy said, like he said, he just turned on the video and be like, what can they do? We know what it is with his 2 hands. You know what I mean? Just cats be coming up with some bullshit. I'm a fan that like I said, I want what the fighter wants. If somebody said they can do something, then go ahead and do it. That's why I put in the chat earlier. I'm okay with anybody that said they want to move up. Any fighter that want to move up, go ahead and do that. If you feel like you can do that, go ahead. And that's where I got with that.
All right, so this is what I want to say. And I'm gonna let Sin Ironheart go, but I want y'all to think about this, and I'm gonna go around the panel so I can get an answer. But when did the T.O. Johnson bouncing start? Because I'm confused. Because after T.O. lost to Cambosis, T.O. was pretty much thrown in the trash. After T.O. looked horrible against what's his name? Jermaine Ortiz, T.O. was pretty much thrown in the trash. So I'm just curious, when did the T.O. Johnson bouncing start? Like I'm flabbergasted right now. Shout out to Sin Ironheart on the panel.
I don't like T.O. I don't like T.O.
What you got for the show?
Man, I just think that the way people be gassing this Crawford win and all of that stuff is just more of a testament of the fact that, you know, dude ain't never really did nothing. So people so excited that they finally see him do something that they're going to gas it and they're going to say that it's better than Mayweather, it's better than Lara, it's better than this, better than that. They're going to try to rewrite history and make it seem like we already didn't see this dude beaten before. Now they trying to paint Canelo as the big bad wolf just to try to, you know, soup up the regular achievement of work. I mean, don't get me wrong. Moving up a couple weight classes is a great achievement. But overall, he beat Canelo, who we seen beaten before multiple times, and we know what type of style gives Canelo trouble.
You said it
So
was impossible for him to win, though.
Sound like hate. Sound
say
like
what?
hate.
You said it was
Sound like
impossible for him to
hate.
win.
No,
But
so
that's what I'm
The
talking about.
style.
How it sound
Well,
like hate because I'm
hey,
not as
no,
impressed as
hey,
y'all.
Zim, you
If
said
y'all
what's
think
what's
that's
the
shit,
style?
then
Hold on,
Sound like
y'all. What's
hate.
the style that we know that
I
beats
just saw y'all
Canelo
talk.
though?
This all y'all had a chance to
The
talk.
panel's not open. It's Sin Ironheart. Golly. Come on, y'all. Relax. Go ahead, Sin. Finish up.
See, but like I said, I just think that first of all, to be for dead real, it ain't no such thing as a great fighter from top rank stable whatsoever. All those niggas are good, and they'll never be
Sound like
anything beyond
hate.
good.
Sound
They'll
like
never be anything
hate.
beyond good. So,
Sound
like
like hate.
until you go over there, hey yo, what's up with the cheerleading?
Does it
All
sound
y'all
like hate?
spoke before I got here. All y'all spoke before I got here. It always sounds like hate to a butterfly.
Mayweather
Now,
came
like
from
I said,
top rank.
now,
Mayweather
like
came
I
from
was
top rank.
Muhammad
saying,
Ali was
He's
with
garbage
top
too.
rank, bro. What you talking about?
Ironheart finish, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
open the panel. Come on, nobody
The
gonna cut
hate.
y'all off. Come on,
yeah,
Sin. Finish.
yeah. This is my point exactly. I think that these are the most emotional fans on the face of the earth because they want you to be as happy as they are for their first time. You know, it's this guy has just made it. Like personally to me, I think his record is like 2-0. He ain't really never did nothing to prove nothing, you know, to prove his greatness, so to speak. And I'm just waiting to see the next move because I won't be surprised if we end up seeing or hearing from somebody else from Kazakhstan somewhere or somebody else who only had 10 fights that we don't know about. And they're going to call it, you know, they're going to call it whatever they're going to call it other than what it is. But, you know, that's all I got for
Aren't you a Tank
All
fan?
right,
Aren't you a
I'm gonna
Tank fan?
open.
When have you
Aren't
heard
you
me
a
say
Tank
that?
fan?
When have
A
you ever
Tank
heard me
fan?
say that? When have
I'm
you ever heard
asking
me
you.
say that?
I'm asking
No,
you.
what
I'm
makes
asking
you
you.
assume that? Have you heard me
I'm
say that?
asking you. I'm asking
Who
you.
have
I said, aren't you a Tank fan? Are
I
you a Tank fan?
respect
Yo, they
Tank.
get
I ain't a fan of
defensive as
I ain't a
hell
fan of
when you
nobody younger
say
than me. I ain't a fan of nobody younger than me.
Okay.
Two
Okay.
cents. Hey, 2 cents.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the real took over your panel. We ain't got no. You see, we outnumber them other suckers. The real
Yeah, and
took
I'm
over your
trying to
panel.
figure out. I'm trying to figure out where y'all came when Theo Johnson bouncers though. Y'all,
I want to listen.
everybody on the panel don't like Tio though. That's why I'm wondering you
Yeah,
saying
nobody likes
want to
Tio
talk
over
about
here.
Tio. I want to talk about Tio, right?
I mean, so wait a minute. Let me answer that question.
Wait. We don't want to talk about Tio. We don't want to talk about Tio.
Let me just answer what 2 Cent asked. So I'm not rolling anyway.
Hold on. Hey, hold on.
no, because
Hey,
this
2 Cents.
wasn't the sentiment after he arguably lost to Sando Martin, arguably lost to Jermaine Ortiz.
Nah, but listen, 2
Got
Cents.
dropped by
This
Cambosis.
the
Like
thing
I'm
about.
trying to figure out when T.O. is. You feel what I'm saying? Like
This is the
that
thing
was a
about
bunch of
Tio.
fights
Let me answer
ago
the
though,
question.
Queen.
This is the thing about
Let me just answer this
Tio,
question
right?
real quick.
This is the thing about Tio, 2 Cents, right? You remember when y'all was having that discussion when y'all had Tank stuff up there, his resume, he beat the most undefeated fighters and all that stuff. You remember that?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, to me, I feel like Tio got the best resume. It's not me like what you call it Johnson bounce. I feel like that's a disrespectful word to other men. You know what I'm saying? But it's not me doing that. I just give credit where it's due. You know what I'm saying? If we could say that he lost,
All the gay shit men say to each other all day on this internet. And you
yeah,
up here.
but it's already gay shit that you saying, and then
That's
you
normal stuff for Tank fans, bro.
and
They okay with that.
and then you a woman, and then you like demasculating us.
Rich. Stay on the
Okay,
topic.
so
Let's go.
All right. So, but long story short, right? I feel like Tio still got the best resume out of all of them, and whether you say he lost to Jermaine or whether you say he lost to who was that? The other guy that they try to say he lost to.
Sanho Martin dropped him twice, and he still got the victory.
Yeah, but whether it's that, I still feel like that he got the best resume out of Devin, Shakur, and Tank. And I'm gonna say
Okay, yeah, we got that.
and I'm gonna say that I got Devin and Tank probably at second. You know what I'm saying? Really Devin, then Tank, then Shakur. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't me doing that. I don't know about all these other people on here, but I ain't doing that. I always gave Tio his credit, man.
I think Tank's last right now though, because Shakur seems to have surpassed him. But here's the thing, though. Teo's always been great. I think the argument with Teo's always been like, because
Tio
he
has
used to claim.
never been great. He is
Wait,
inconsistent as
hold
hell.
on,
How is he
no, hold
great?
on. Let me explain. The argument against Tio was always the undisputed argument. Tio argued that he was undisputed after he beat Lomachenko, which he wasn't, because the franchise title isn't a championship title. But there was this weird ass argument that people were making that, oh, Tio was the first ever undisputed at 135, and then he tried to claim it at 140 because Josh Taylor was supposed to be undisputed, but he dropped the belt. So Tio ended up lineal. He wasn't undisputed, But that's always been the argument against Tio. But as far as his great, like he's always he accomplished the most at 135 is arguable. I think between him and Devin, because Devin did become undisputed. Tio and Devin beat the person Tio lost to. But between
Exactly.
him and
That's
Devin,
why
they
I'm
had the
wondering
best.
how he can have a better resume.
Yeah, it's arguable. It's arguably between him and Devin for 135. But he also became a champion at 140. So like. Tio is by all means good,
Who is
And
that making that noise?
he lost to George Kambosos. George Kambosos, when he fought Tio, was an undefeated fighter. George Kambosos wasn't like nobody. George Kambosos actually fought to become
Nah.
his
All
mentor.
right, man. Because you about to get back saying George
No,
Kambosos
no,
is
no,
good.
no.
He
We have to
not
be honest.
good, man. He
No,
not
yeah,
good.
No, wait. Let
don't do that.
me speak.
That's
Let me
that's
speak.
only
No, he
gonna go
just
back to
saying that
Devin.
he was
It's only gonna go
undefeated,
back to
bro.
Devin.
Y'all like
No,
about
no.
undefeated fighters,
He was
people
undefeated.
beat, and all
The
of
only
that.
two people that George Kambosos lost to was Devin Haney
I'm
and
not, but the
Lomachenko.
argument,
We're
listen,
not
y'all.
talking about
Listen, y'all. Hold on. Let me
Kambosos.
Just
say
because you
this.
lose doesn't mean you're not great anymore.
Let me say this. I'm not arguing about his resume. His resume is fine. He has a good resume. I don't disagree with that. But all I'm saying is, if Tio last 5 fights, like y'all wouldn't agree that Tio has been on the decline since he fought
Not his last fight.
Lomachenko. That's my
No, his
argument.
last
No,
fight
he
he
looked
did
great.
good. 2 cents. Like what
yeah.
fight you was watching?
Yeah, he looked great against Barboza and against Josh Taylor. He's always up and down.
So
Thing,
if you could rank the Barboza fight on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give him?
He went life and death
I
with
thought he did
Steve
really good.
Claggett.
Barboza
What the
wasn't even in the
fuck are you
game.
talking about?
Barboza was not
He
in the
beat
game. What do you
Barboza
mean?
easy.
Yeah, what are you talking
Because
about?
Barboza wasn't
already
even
won.
on his level. He's just a hype job from Golden Boy.
Come on,
Hype
bro.
this
Everybody
motherfucker.
The
thought
issue is
Barboza was gonna get him
he
trouble,
actually
man.
rating from
Hey,
1
you
to
know
10,
what?
bro.
If anybody got the
Hey,
most
look.
hyped up fighters, it's for sure Golden Boy.
It has to be.
We
These
gotta
dudes
admit
ain't
that.
really that good.
Hey, look, 2 cents.
And people favor
Hey, 2
Barboza
cents.
too.
Hey, 2 cents. We gonna get this understood. The guy that just talked, he's a big ass hater, man.
Bro.
And you always hating on
Bro.
niggas, man.
Nah.
You like a
Nah.
Devin Haney, Terence Crawford, Shakur hate all in one,
No,
nigga.
no, no.
I
Hold
don't
on.
respect that,
Hold
nigga.
on, Rich.
I
Because
don't
you
care, man.
definitely
You's a
Johnson
hater,
Hold
bouncing
man.
on,
right now,
Anything
bro.
that you say, I don't trust
Rich,
nothing
you're
that guy
definitely
say.
Johnson
Hold on,
bouncing.
y'all. Hold on,
You're
He's
y'all.
a
Why
hater,
y'all
definitely
man.
can't
Johnson
I'm
bouncing.
Rich?
telling
Why
you.
y'all can't understand that everybody entitled to their own opinion on
No,
this?
he's a different.
Exactly.
He's a
Exactly,
different
Rich. I'm
breed of a
entitled to my
hater,
own
man.
opinion.
He gonna sit
You're a
there.
fucking clown.
Hey,
You're
2
a
cents.
clown, bro.
Hey, 2 cents. He gonna sit there and tell you I'm a Terence Crawford fan and then disrespect Terence
For
Crawford.
whoa.
He gonna
One,
say
I
That's
I
what
have never said I was
say
a
I'm a
Terrence Crawford
Shakur fan.
fan.
He gonna say I'm a Shakur
He said
fan.
he ain't no damn Terence Crawford fan.
He said I'm a
I never
Shakur
two
fan.
cents.
He gonna say
I've
I'm a
never came
Shakur
up on
fan
here
and
and stated.
disrespect him. I
And
don't
nah.
respect
You know
that nigga,
what?
man.
You know what,
Don't
Rich?
let that nigga
You
talk,
got him
man.
messed
Come
up,
on,
man.
Rich.
He
Rich,
a
Come
Jake
on,
All
Paul
y'all.
niggas on
Stop.
fan,
this
Hold
bro.
on,
panel
hold
right
on.
now.
Time out.
It's
Time out.
all
Y'all.
real niggas on this
Hold
panel.
on, Rich.
then
Keep
I
it
don't know
real.
what you doing on here,
Sin, keep
Rich.
it real.
I don't know what you doing
Sin
on here,
naturally
bro.
hate niggas. You a fake
You
hater,
get
man.
Hey,
nah.
I
You get
appreciate that, Rich, for
nah.
real.
Hey,
Nah,
you
And I
might as
Rich.
well
appreciate
throw
that,
us
Rich.
in the
You're the
back
only one
2
that
Y'all
you
cents
let
and
want to
let
y'all
you
them
let
two
out
It's
be up
there
all
and
there.
real
hold the
niggas on
y'all
this
let
agreement.
panel right
Isaiah
But
now.
I
We don't
finish.
respect.
need that.
Rich, I'm gonna have to mute you
Nah,
again. Isaiah,
Rich.
finish up.
Nah, you know what, Rich? It's funny because you got mad because I made that comment about Shakur when I told you I like Shakur, and you know what? To be honest, I got Shakur cooking, Tio. I just don't like the antics that Shakur does outside the ring. That he says he's gonna fuck bro up and he's gonna do this, that, and the third, and then he gets in the ring and his actions don't show it. I do
That's
like
part of
Shakur. I just
boxing.
don't
That's
like
part
them
of boxing,
antics.
though. That's part of
It
boxing, though.
doesn't matter if it's a part of boxing. Look at we could take Bevo for an example. People say Bevo is boring, right? But you don't see Bevo going out and saying, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck this dude up. I'm gonna knock him out."
That's what they do all the
Come on,
time.
man. You know they don't talk
Nah,
like that, man.
Yeah, come
it
on,
don't
Nah,
matter.
man.
on some real shit, yo. The
Bro,
reason why
I
niggas
I
hate the
saw I
my
saw
fault, brother.
Artem. I saw Shakur fight Artem, and he was screaming out, "I'm a finish him. I'm gonna beat him, I'm gonna knock him out, and he didn't. And it's like, I
He
don't
said
care.
that to his trainer. He was talking in
He
private
was
to his
it,
trainer,
no,
saying,
no, no,
I'm
he
gonna do
Just
this.
wasn't.
let them
No,
know.
he
But
wasn't.
you know what? If they want, if that's how they judge the dude, it says inside the ring, they want to talk. Just let them judge him like that. That's a dumb way to judging the fighter. So let them
I
do
could
it.
see
No,
if
it's
he
not.
didn't try to
No,
do
it's
Yes,
this
it
shit
not.
with his
is. Yes, it
hands.
Because
is.
no, it's
Yes, it
not, Big
is.
Dog. Really, because Shakur's not a puncher like that, and we've never seen him do that at
Dude,
135.
he wins his fights, and you guys are
Okay,
complaining
but you're
about
not
him winning his fights.
But you
understanding.
have
You're
quality
not
wins and quality
understanding.
losses. There's a quality to your wins and your losses. There's a degree
Look,
to how much
look.
we win, to how
It
much we
doesn't
beat
matter because he
motherfuckers.
gets the win. And like that's cool that he gets win, and I do like watching him win. I just don't like that he says I'm gonna knock this guy out, knowing that that's not his style. I want Shakur to
Well,
be. I
well,
want Shakur to be who he truly is, and stop
Maybe he
and
intends
stop
to.
putting on
Maybe
a
he
show.
intends to and fall short. Maybe he intends to do that and just fall short. You know what I'm saying? Like he
I
hears
think
all the hate.
if he
He
did
probably
it,
just
did not. He wins. He's a
All right,
great fighter.
let's see what T.O. talking about real quick, y'all. Let's see what
Nothing.
T.O. talking about.
Can't wait to kick Shakur's ass. Yeah, I'm right. So these plane rides could get longer and bigger. Pause.
Dude, you're not even fighting him.
Much obliged. Hector, what up, Hector? Can't wait. We should be announcing the fight very soon. Find more details this week. You know, cross fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Say January, some saying February. I'm like, wait, whoa. Let's make the fight happen in January. Why are we waiting so long?
Here he goes right here.
By the end of this year, but
Exactly.
you know, people got plans, so we'll see what happens.
Here he goes. See,
Nevertheless, appreciate everybody. Sending love. God bless. It's Sunday.
See, this
I
my
don't think
issue,
this
right?
fight gonna
Hey, can
happen,
you guys
y'all.
put
I
me
that's
on
don't
what
think
knowledge
it's
real
gonna
I
quick?
happen.
knew.
Hey,
2 cents.
hey,
2
hold
cents. You
on.
know he
Hey,
ain't
hey,
fighting him.
real quick.
Let me say
Can you
this.
guys put me on knowledge real quick?
Hold on. Let me say this. This is what I be talking about, right? Why is you coming out saying, hopefully, fingers crossed, the front? Like, just come out and tell us when you make the damn fight, bro.
Yeah, he ain't gonna make the
Like, come
fight. I
out
already
because
know.
y'all playing.
Hey,
You
2 cents.
Hey,
One
I got a
thing.
question. Hey,
Hey, 2
if they both wanted to be
go.
closer, who makes it go further?
what?
What?
Is that
Like
a
if they
riddle?
both saying they want it sooner, who was like what
Tio
makes
ain't fighting the man. It's Tio ain't fighting the man. Can we just get that done? He's not fighting him.
like who determines the date for this? Is what I'm getting.
No,
That's what I'm saying. It's
they
Turkey who
negotiate.
determine it.
Tio
Turkey
is
don't
not
determine
fighting
it.
him. 2 cents. Do you agree? Do you think he's gonna fight him?
I don't think they're gonna fight, but this is
No,
the
I
thing, Big
thought that.
Dog Willie. Why are we going through this then? Right? Why are y'all doing interviews together? Why are y'all putting up videos talking back and forth? Like, why are we going through
I think
all of these?
I think Shakur wants to fight. I don't think Tio does. I really honestly think Tio is gonna pull out. No, I'm dead serious.
Hey,
He
Big
did it
Dog Willie.
before.
Turkey
He did
not
it
putting
before
this fight
multiple
up.
times. Huh?
Turkey not putting this fight on, is he, Big Dog Willie?
No.
Who putting it on?
Who is putting it on?
Who putting on the fight?
I'm asking.
You don't even know yet.
I don't know. I thought it was Turkey.
No, Turkey ain't
I
putting
heard
this
people
fight on.
saying
Turkey
PBC
said
was
he ain't
gonna put it
working with
on.
T.O. no more.
I heard PBC was gonna put it on and Turkey was gonna pay for it, but that absolutely made no sense. So I
No,
kind of
yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. The fight's not even made. There's nobody making this fight.
So are they playing with us, Big Dog Willie? Are they
It
playing with us?
sounds
I
like it
don't think
is.
this.
And
T.O. definitely is. He not gonna fight
maybe
Shakur.
Shakur might go to Turkey with it, but Tio ain't gonna take this fight.
Why wouldn't he though?
No,
Because
Turkey
he
said
don't
he
want
ain't
to
getting it.
lose.
He's
Turkey
already
said he
lost.
ain't getting no more money with Turkey no more. Turkey,
No,
His
that's
Excellency
changed.
ain't feeling it.
I think that's changed.
Nah, but
No,
a
I don't know if it
frequent
changed.
a frequent and Big Dog Willie. I seen Tio recently handshake Turkey. It was I think it was at Terence Crawford, one of them little things that was events.
Because they
He
supposed to be
shook his
fighting
hand
on a
with the left
Riyadh
hand, didn't
card.
he?
This is what I heard. I heard they were fighting. I heard they were fighting on a Riyadh card in January.
Turkey gave that nigga the
No,
left hand.
Tio. I mean, 2 cents. I mean, to be real with you, I don't think the fight's gonna happen. And I haven't heard Turkey and nobody talk about this fight except for those two men right there. And way Teal talking, well, it's supposed to be in January. I don't know if February. Nah, man, nah.
This is how we know it's not finna happen. I heard it was PBC and it was gonna be on pay-per-view.com.
See what you're. Yeah.
I totally know it's not happening if it's finna be a pay-per-view. They telling you if they saying it's gonna be a pay-per-view, they telling you this fight ain't finna happen.
I see. I'm different from y'all. I feel like the fight gonna get done, but I feel like it's a lot of shit that's going that they got going on with it. Just like Shakur said, basically, he said it's good on their parts. Now it's up to the higher ups. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they waiting on probably a venue, probably a date.
I think they will.
I agree with that, bro.
I think the fight. Oh,
why is Shakur be fighting so many people that pull out the fight at the last minute, or he negotiating and then they pull out? Like, have y'all noticed the pattern of that by this point, or am I tripping?
I noticed that in the sport of boxing that happens. I mean, boxing's corrupt, so I mean,
that's just the politics of pattern of it, though, Mr. Moss. I said a pattern of it, though.
I think that happens with a lot of boxing. It seems like some top rank shit to me. I don't see it happen with PBC fighters.
Well. Listen, Shakur Stevenson is a risky fighter because he gonna box your ears off, and he's not the biggest draw. And so maybe in the beginning it seemed like a good fight to the opponent, and then guys pull out because it's a low reward, high risk.
They don't know that before they take the fight.
Of course they do. But again, I mean, we know a lot of stuff that we don't do or supposed to do. 2 cents. I mean, these guys are still human. And let me say this real quick too. I think the fight does happen or get made, and I think it's gonna be one of his easiest fights, bro. Easiest fights. Like, you think it's gonna be easy. Easy.
Yeah, I think watch this TO easily.
Fight.
Y'all think so? Y'all think?
Yeah.
You see how
what do you mean you think so, bro? I mean, if we assess boxing, easy fight.
With his footwork, unless he learned how to cut off the ring.
He was not finna fuck with.
That's a good point, 2 cents. That's a good point. That's a good point.
I think
it's like I said
Tio's not gonna be able to. Tio's not gonna be able to fuck with Shakur offensively or defensively, in my opinion.
Tio has the speed, the athleticism. He has the attributes to be competitive with Shakur and give him a good fight, but I don't think he has the mental capacity, and I don't think he has the level.
He don't have the boxing IQ at all.
He ain't got the skills. Yeah, he ain't got the skills. He throw white punches at times. He ain't got the skills.
Shakur's gonna figure him out. He's gonna get pissed off.
Right. He's a one trick
chasing him around like Jermaine Ortiz. He was horrible in that fight.
Every shot Tio throws, it's knocking him out.
I think their styles could cancel each other out. I think their styles could cancel each other out. I think that if Tio hits him with something big, I think that Tio is potentially the biggest puncher that Shakur's fought for sure.
But Tio ain't had no pop at 140. See,
you know what's crazy?
I had no pop at 140.
It's to the point.
I mean, yeah, that much is true. That much is true. But I do think that. See, I don't see motherfuckers just getting knocked out immediately. I can see the potential for motherfuckers to get dropped and for the momentum of the fight to shift. And that's how I see if Tio, because Tio is a contender. It's not. I don't see it like Shakur can wash him. But also, Shakur could get caught with some shit and have to fight uphill too. Shakur could get caught with some shit that he ain't.
Boxing.
Everybody get tired.
Nah, it's not just boxing. It's beyond just boxing. Some people. My fault. Go ahead, Tucson.
Tio that fought Loma come in the ring, I think it'll be a good fight. I'm still not saying he wins.
But that's what I'm saying. But
and I also think it's gonna be a boring fight. I don't think it's gonna be like
agree.
But that's what I'm saying to all y'all on the panel, right? I think only time certain fighters really wake up is when they fight.
I mean, you can try it, but it's on the PS4 too.
Right.
So when y'all say that, I feel like Tio.
Rich, you're wishing this fight to be good. Your fight's not going. It's going to be a wash. You're wishing this shit to be good. This shit's it's going to be a wash, or it's not going to happen. Stop. Don't wish it.
Ironheart a question. If it's okay, Senator Ironheart, bro. You say if Tio can land a punch, like as boxing.
I didn't say if he can land a punch. He will land a punch. I'm saying if he can land something that will actually make the momentum shift.
Okay. You know what? You're right, because you can't swim without getting wet. But what I'm saying is the punch, right? And like didn't Terence just proven that like you can't just rely on that, bro? Like why?
Terence had one good performance. Terence had one good performance. That's not relative for everybody.
One good performance against a qualified opponent. What was that? What was that good performance? Hey, hold on. Which one?
What's that?
What fight did he have won? No, yeah, that's what I'm asking.
The Canelo.
Oh, so suspense wasn't a suspense
So
wasn't.
you didn't watch the Spence fight?
Anybody could have beat Spence that night.
No, like
Anybody could have beat
that,
Spence that night.
like that.
Yeah, you don't know
What
about
the fuck you talking about?
Hey, hold on.
What you
I got
talking
you.
about?
No, I got you. All right, so rock with that. Sin. What the fuck could Earl do with 2 fists? No, for real. What could he do with 2 fists? That would have been different.
Anyway, what was we talking about?
You can't come up with it
What
because
was
it's such an
what was
ass.
we talking about? We talking about Shakur and Tio, right?
Y'all gotta
about
let
what you
Sin
just
have
said.
his own opinion, bro. Y'all attacking him every
You know what
time
I'm
he
saying?
say something.
No, I'm not. Look, I'm okay with his opinion, but I'm just
Every
asking him.
time
I'm just
I talk,
asking him. What could Spence
every
do
time I
different?
talk, every time I talk, it's 3-4 pitchforks at me, and I
2
just
cents.
don't get
2
it.
cents. He's right. Let Sin have his own hating opinion. Let's go ahead.
And why is it hate? Just because I don't fear
That's
Crawford
hate.
like y'all fear Crawford. I feel like y'all fear Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see nothing worthy of fear or barely of respect. I just don't see
Fear.
that. Y'all
Fear.
y'all might see something. Like I feel like y'all see some
We see a
capabilities that
skillful
Crawford
fighter,
had
bro.
that I have
I
not
see a
seen.
skillful fighter. That's what I see. You don't see that?
All right.
You see skills?
I've seen more skillful fighters.
Shout out
I
Blaze.
see a person that
This era? In this era?
I feel like he don't have too many offensive flaws.
Oh, my bad.
You got for the show.
The Bud Crawford era is here. Ha 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 ha. You
Hello.
know, it don't matter what you say, what anybody say, whatever. It is what it is. The Bud Crawford era is here. But I want to get my 2 cents on because when y'all talking about Shakur and Teal,
Yeah,
is that
we're
what the
talking about the
discussion is right
Shakur
now?
Tio fight. Do you think it's gonna happen? Do you see it happening? How you see that fight going? And if Shakur beats Tio, does that make him great?
Hey, fun story. When I was in Vegas, at the content the what is it, the Creators League, for the Undisputed video game, they did a tournament. You know, all the boxers came through, and I met T.O. And T.O. is an asshole, just like we think. You know, you see him when you see him on his media. Because when I walked up on him, because I think I seen something. Because I don't be keeping up with the news, especially when it comes to fights. I don't chase it. Either they make them happen or they don't. I don't get into having a whole lot of discussions back and forth when there ain't a agreement. So I heard that T.O. and Shakur might have been fighting. So I seen him that night. He was walking around with took a picture with him too. He's walking around with his Ring Magazine title, 140, looking in shape, bro. Looking like he could fight that day. He's looking in shape. And he was with his dad too. And so when I walked up on him, the first thing I say to him, I'm like, hey man, is it true you about to fight Shakur? And he got hella defensive. I guess because I'm black, so obviously he's assuming I'm a Shakur fan, which I am. You feel me? But T.O.'s cool too, outside of that racist bullshit. You feel me? And I literally had to ice him, like, "Hey, man, it's good, man. Hey man, I fuck with you, man. You whoop Loma." I had to lower his defenses, right? But to make a long story short, he said they fighting. Then I talked to his dad for a good 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, because we were just chopping it up. And he was just talking about like, yeah, that fight is gonna happen. So I heard that from
So
T.O.
they
and I heard
bullshitting
that
in
from
the
T.O.
media.
Jr. I heard that from T.O. Jr. and T.O. Sr. that the fight's happening. Now,
I
to
still
get
don't
my
believe it. I still don't believe
yeah,
them.
and look, they cap. They did look what we hear a lot of bullshit. So I'm just telling you from just me hearing it from them. Again, we don't know. It's supposed to be like in January, anyways. Anything can happen from them. T.O.'s been pump faking. T.O. ain't fought a black fighter in over 5 years. So, when you look at what's going on, yeah, you can take it with a grain of salt. I'm just giving you my experience that I met the man, met his father, and they said they was fighting. Now, if you want to get my opinion on it, I think, Shakur's going to wash him. I don't
Hey
see no
Blaze. Hey
indication that
Blaze.
he's not.
Blake, I'm just talking about is he
Particularly,
going? I don't think he's going to fight him. That's my whole thing. I believe what you're saying. I just don't. I don't believe them. I think they're lying to you.
yeah, no. And you look, I don't believe them either, but I'm just telling you what they said, bro. I'm not telling you that I believe them or not. I'm just telling you that I actually talked to him face to face. And he was talking about, yeah, he's fighting them. And his dad was talking like he was fighting and they was preparing for him. So I'm just telling you what I done heard from T.O. Jr. and T.O. Sr. in person themselves. I posted, I think, did I? No, I didn't post. I didn't post a picture of me and T.O.
Big
on
Dog
my
Willie,
on
I
my
would
channel.
are
But
putting a lot
I'll
of
post it.
effort
You feel
into
me? I'll
this.
post it and
Hey,
get its
They might
explanation.
be making it. They might be
hey
making it.
Blaze. Hey Blaze. Can I ask you a question, Blaze?
Yeah.
How do you feel about people still making these ridiculous comments talking about if a guy lands a shot, blah, blah, blah? They ain't learned that Terence and Shakur got skills and you gotta make adjustments, and that one
Man,
trick
listen,
pony shit
man.
ain't gonna work, bro.
Man, they
Listen,
ain't
They ain't
bro.
fought
learned yet,
Listen,
bro.
nobody
bro.
like
Hey,
that,
no,
man.
look,
That's
They
what
ain't
I'm
look,
learned
talking
look,
yet,
about.
look,
Y'all
bro.
look,
gassing
look.
regular
They
shit.
ain't learned yet,
Tater
bro. Let's
just
go.
bubble
Speak on it,
Shakur.
Blaze.
So
Hey,
Speak on it,
Tater just
listen,
Blaze.
bubble
listen. This
Shakur.
is what I got to speak on. It's like, hey, man, some people ain't even worth arguing with. When it comes
Okay,
to the defensive skill of Shakur, when it comes to the defensive skill of Bud and his ring IQ, like this
facts.
shit is levels above everybody else. I'm not arguing with nobody else. The motherfucker went up 3 weight classes and watched Canelo, and everybody said he couldn't do it and
Exactly.
all this other shit. I'm glad it went by decision and not by stoppage because now I don't hear a lot of that snack shit. I thought it was gonna be snack, but because he didn't knock the motherfucker out, all right, cool. That snack shit ain't in the way. But it's like, hey man,
Mm-hmm.
to
Now
be as a
Canelo's on
boxing
good.
fan. As a
Yeah.
boxing fan, right? As a boxing fan, as a boxing analyst, I watch all these fights. It's like, hey, what you see on tape is what you get on tape. One thing about people who hate on Bud, they don't watch full tape. They don't watch
Guys,
all Bud's
everybody
fights.
don't gotta like Bud or feel the
No,
same
listen,
way.
listen.
I
No,
can
that's not what I'm
understand that.
saying, Two Cent. No, Two Cent. Everybody don't gotta like Bud, but the minimizing and diminishing of what he actually does is because people don't even watch his fights. Because all of us who was rooting for Bud, we wasn't just rooting for Bud because we're just Bud buddies and we believe in all this other shit. It's like, hey man, this guy never had a split decision. He's dominated every fight he's been in. You feel me? Like the least dominant fight he had was Madrimov before that. And so it's like you people ain't seeing because they don't watch the tape. We're watching the tape. When we see Canelo, we're like, hey, in order for Canelo to fight with Bud, he's gonna have to move. We ain't seen the motherfucker move in years. But then they say all of a sudden he's gonna start moving again. And sure enough, it played out.
Man, this
Four
guy
and a half
preaching,
inch
bro.
reach advantage.
Preach, bro.
4.5 inch reach advantage. What we didn't know about Bud, which showed up, is what was his strength and conditioning look like at 168. It looked like he could go another 12 rounds. But we've never seen Bud gas out in any fight. So when he moves up to 168, then he watches
Snap.
Canelo and he's 3-time undisputed. And then they talking about fight Benavidez, which if they pay him 100 million, I bet you he get it up in the ring and do it. You feel me? It's like, hey man, I don't care about what nobody's saying about hating on Bud. He's 3 division undisputed over 5 weight classes.
Period,
Never
bro.
had a split
Listen,
Period.
decision. He's
listen,
dominant. Period.
So
Bud
we
buddies.
can't.
Let me say
It's
this.
like
Let me
we
say
can't
I'm
say
not
this.
nothing
talking to
Bud
you, Two
positive.
buddies.
Cent. I'm
But
not
listen,
talking to you.
no, I'm not talking. I'm not talking to you. I'm just about to say something in general.
Yeah.
Listen. This is a public service announcement to the Bud buddies. Terence Crawford got what 13 belts in 6 fights. The man got 13 belts in 6 fights. He ain't no victim. And if people want to feel how they feel, they gonna feel how they feel. Y'all not gonna change their mind.
Yeah, who's claiming victim though? We're claiming that he's the best. This is the
Right.
Bud Crawford era. That's all we're saying. We don't care about that victim stuff.
Right.
We've
His
been saying he
era.
gonna
He
wash
owned the
everybody
era.
he get in
His
the ring
era.
with.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's
This
the
is
king of this
his
era.
era.
hey,
He's
hey,
he's
I
Well,
he's
know
the
since
we.
we
next
want to
Floyd
talk
Mayweather.
about Benavidez, what do y'all think about that Benavidez fight? Because I'm like,
Hey,
can
100 million.
Benavidez? If Benavidez goes to 68, do y'all think that Benavidez y'all don't think he has outgrown that division, the 68, which is why he moved up to 75 in the first place? He's already at 75. He's already had 2 fights at 75, so he's acclimated up there. To come back down to 68 after fighting 2 fights at 75, I think that would be kind of dangerous. Now, to be honest with y'all, I thought that's what Canelo was gonna do. I was like, Canelo gonna let him go up there, have a couple of fights, and then try to pull him down. I don't think it'd be wise for Benavidez to go back down.
I think Benavidez, man. Me honestly, I think he looking to start his own path, man, and he want to beat one of them guys.
And how much credit would Benavidez get for getting undisputed from Bud?
You get me?
It'd be all for money
Hey,
at
2 cents.
anything. It'd be for money. I can't see him fight. I don't think he's gonna go back down to 168.
Yeah,
And I think
I think he
yeah,
can. I think he will because of the money. Listen, man, they pay him, and he's gonna be his biggest payday of his career. And then if they pay Bud 100 million, they're gonna make it happen. And he looks flabby at
Pay Bill
175
100 million to
anyways.
fight Benavidez? That sounds egregious.
Yes,
Why does
yes,
it
it
sound
is.
egregious?
It is egregious,
Why
and
does it
he's
sound
gonna get
egregious?
it because that's the only
Why
way
does
he's
it
gonna do
sound
it.
egregious?
That right there, 2 cents. That fight right there gonna probably do better than Canelo because people want to see Crawford lose, and then
Come on.
I don't think it'll do better, but it's gonna do good.
I think it's
And
going
then
to
after
do
that,
better.
they still gonna turn the fight boots.
I think it's going to do better, and it's going to be more talked about because people want to see Crawford lose it. Then when they see that, once they see that face off, how Benavidez gonna be
But
looking
that don't
down on
really.
him
That's
and
not how
looking
that
better than,
happened,
looking
though,
bigger
y'all.
than him. I'm telling you, it's going to do better. It
No,
fuck
it's
Like Two
around and
not.
Cent.
do.
Two Cent, I hear you with the business, but Turkey done threw a loop in the game because we don't know how to quantify supply and demand with this shit. They just throw money at anything. Because last
Yeah,
I
that's
checked,
why I say
Fury was
100
getting
million
100
sound
million.
egregious.
Usyk
That
was
shit
getting
sound
100
egregious.
million. Last I checked, Usyk been getting 100 million for
But you know,
fights.
what's the name? Was it Mike Coppinger? Mike Coppinger came out and said that those numbers people were saying isn't true. Like he came out and said that shit not true. They not getting 130. What's the name? Didn't get 132 million to fight. What's it like? He came out and said that shit's not true. Those numbers are egregious.
So how much did Canelo get? Did Canelo get 150
Canelo got
million?
a contract. He got a $150 million contract for 3 or 4 fights.
Last I
He
checked, it
didn't
was
get that for
400
the.
million for 3
No,
fights.
that's not. No, that wasn't true. That wasn't
Yeah,
true.
that was
Okay, I
off.
don't know. What I'm just telling you, Two Cent, is they're throwing these numbers around and they're not connected to nothing. Back in the day, we were connected to pay-per-view. So we're like, you got to sell 1.2 million pay-per-views by 80. We'd be like, okay, that's 100 million. That's where this money's coming from. We don't know where the hell this money's coming from. And then if you got Netflix and streaming contracts and sponsorship, we don't know where all this money's flowing. But the main point is, whether it's 100 million or not, they're going to have to pay this man a handsome reward to step in the ring. And I think they might do it because Benavidez is looking like, look, 175. Hey man, if I can get down to 168, I can fight for all these titles, and I'm gonna make my biggest payday. You see what
I
I'm
think
saying? So it's like I don't see
Listen.
why he
100
wouldn't take that
million.
opportunity.
100 million is
Blaze.
egregious,
But let
bro.
me
I
take
just
the
don't see
Two
it.
Cent, 2 cent. Let's take the 100 million
Not
away.
for
It's
one
gonna be.
fight. Not for one
Let's just
fight.
take it
That's not
away, 2
happening.
cent. Let's just take away the 100 million. Let's just look. Let's just really talk about this. Let's talk about Benavidez at 175, right? If Benavidez comes down to 168 for this fight, I don't know how much he'll get paid, but he'll get paid more than he's ever made in his career. Now, when you look at what you got to pay Bud, it's like, what do you got to pay Bud? It's got to be high. If it ain't 100 million, what is it? 40, 50? It's got to be something big.
Why?
You get what I'm saying?
Y'all, I don't see where y'all getting it.
Because the reason why I'm trying to tell you is because Bud's not going to take the fight if the number's not big. It don't make no sense. He's
But how
A-side
you
now.
know 10 million or 15 million ain't big?
But maybe that might be his number, 2 cent, but it's got to be a big number, 2 cent. I don't
I
even
mean, of course he gonna go get a bag. He not gonna take it for nothing. I'm
let's cut the
saying
numbers out. It's got to be bigger than any other fight that he would take with the options that he has. Because
it
in my
can't
opinion,
be bigger than the Canelo bag.
no, nothing's gonna be bigger than
That
the
can't
Canelo
be.
bag.
I
No,
think
because of the business. Because of the business, it's not gonna work.
think. Hey, listen, I'm not getting into. I'm gonna get into it a little bit, but I think that it's gonna be bigger, and I think that Crawford gonna want bigger, but I still don't think Benavidez gonna go down. I think he want to build his own legacy at 175, and I think Beterbiev and Bivol, he want to at least get them out the way. He
Yeah, I
ain't
agree
really.
with Rich.
He's not really
But
stamped.
Turkey
I agree.
blocking that
He's not really.
from those fights.
He's not really stamped nowhere. To be honest with you, he ain't really
Yeah,
had his own belts. He ain't had his own
He ain't
career.
never have an opportunity.
Yeah, that's what I'm
held
exactly.
up the
that's what
division.
I'm trying to say.
Exactly. So his best bet is to fight at 175 where he's at
That's
and fight
if he gets the
Bivol.
money. But Bivol gonna fight him?
Exactly. We don't know, bro. So that's the whole
Man,
point.
Bivol gonna
It's
beat
like
him.
at the end of the day,
I'm coming
we
back on
don't
here
know.
betting people.
We
Bivol
don't
gonna beat
know.
him.
But what it
I
seems
Bivol's
think
gonna
like
beat
if
who?
is
I'm betting
Benavidez
you,
beats
big dog.
Terence
Willie, he gonna
Crawford at
beat Benavidez.
168 for
Okay.
undisputed, me personally, I don't think Benavidez is going to get the prestige of being undisputed at 168.
I don't see why not. He's gonna beat the best of this era. What are you talking about? He's gonna get the credit, and then damn
Benavidez, they
sure
gonna
the
say he was too
Mexican fans is
small.
gonna deify him. No. That's what you don't understand. The hate is real. They're gonna give him all the credit in the world for beating Bud. They're gonna give anybody all the credit in the world for beating Bud. But Bud's
Anybody at
in
this
this
point.
land. Bud's
If you
Bud's
come
in.
from 175 and beat somebody moving up 3 weight classes, I'm not giving you all the credit in the world.
Well,
But that's
you're
just
Nah,
me.
not. You're
Well,
not.
he's at
But this
168
Mexican
right
fan base
now. He's
will.
not moving up
nah,
no more.
and
He's
you
there.
know,
His Mexican fan base will.
and you know the thing about it is 2 cents. This fight with Terence Crawford and Canelo, it's like if Terence Crawford would have lost, this would a lot of people would have knew Terence Crawford as losing this fight against Canelo. Just like we like kind of erasing history right now with Canelo. Not us, but just a lot of people. All they remember right now is Terence Crawford beating him.
Yeah, biggest
Like
fight.
they not. It's like that's all you could talk about now. That's overshadowing his whole career for real. Yeah, people gonna still say the accolades, but they be like, man, Terence Crawford beat him. this, that, third. That's what they was gonna do to Terence Crawford if he would
Eh,
have lost.
Nah,
That
they would
loss
have
would
Yep.
have
been. Oh,
overshadowed
And
he
it's
his
gave
whole
called
it to
career.
recency
Drake.
bias.
That Terence Crawford would have overshadowed his whole career. And I feel
There,
like
no,
if they
no.
no, I'm
Terrence Crawford
saying
ain't have nothing to lose in that fight. If he
no, I'm
lost, they would have said he
Yes, he
dared to be
did. He
great.
had his O to lose. He's
they
undefeated. The one
they
thing
would
about
have
it, that O's real. 2 Cent, you know that.
yeah,
The
they would have
O's
said
real.
he dared to be great. But what I'm saying that this fight would have overshadowed his whole career. This what people would have been bringing up. Yeah, Canelo did this. Canelo did
Yeah.
that against him. So I feel
Let
like
me
if
say this.
Benavidez beat the shit out of Terence Crawford or whatever, that's gonna overshadow. It might not, it might will overshadow Terence Crawford's whole career. You know what I'm saying? So he could definitely got a lot to
Man, I'm
lose.
telling
Man.
you, Aircraft
He
Courier,
definitely
I'm
do.
not gonna be impressed if Benavidez beats Terrence Crawford, nigga. You damn near a light heavyweight. Like, come
Oh,
on,
two
man.
cent. 2 Cent. Who should Bud
I'm
fight
not
next?
saying no. I'm not saying don't fight him. I'm just telling y'all my 2 cents about the situation. They can make the fight. I would love to see it, but I'm
And
just
it's
telling you
and
how I feel. Hold on, let me say this real quick. Y'all be sure we
go.
got 51 people in here. Y'all be sure to punch the like button. Be sure to help support the channel by hitting the cash app at $2
Yeah, I ain't
boxing
even hit
or
but
leaving your 2 cents in a super chat below. If you haven't already, be sure to punch the like and subscribe button.
hey,
Y'all
this
hit
what
the
I
like
want.
button.
Hey, 2 cents. Can I say this one thing? Hey, it's a guy in your comment section, right? He's like one of like I seen him on a panel saying that he's obsessed with Tank fighting Jake Paul. His name Bubs Boxing. Why you won't bring
Yeah.
your ass up here, man? You always talking
Bubs, man, come
shit
up
in
here,
this
man.
comment. Yeah,
Bubs be
man.
everywhere with that bullshit.
Like
Man, this
I
shit
never seen
crazy,
someone
bro.
obsessed with Tank, man. Like
Hey,
He
listen,
don't like
listen.
he don't like
If
Bud either.
people want to see the
that
Tank and Jake Paul fight,
that
then that's
man's
cool. Like, why
obsessed.
y'all keep trying to ostracize and shun people like what for their boxing opinions?
Nah,
Nah,
no,
nah, that's not what we doing
it's
about
not
Bubs.
about that.
That's
It's not
not what we
about that.
doing that.
He talked bad about all these fighters, but he sat there and congratulate Tank for fighting Jake Paul.
Who
I
did
don't,
that? Who did that?
it's a
That's
guy
Bubs
named
boxing,
Bubs
man.
Boxing.
Ultimate troll. Y'all know him.
Oh yeah. He came out there talking to
But
KO
but
crazy.
Bud Crawford beat the guy, or not y'all, but some people say he couldn't beat and blah blah blah. And now all of a sudden, now the measuring stick is Benavidez, bro. It's always somebody, huh, bro? Bro, give it up, man. Bud's the best of the air. It's
I
his
mean,
division.
Turkey the one.
He's
First
the
of all,
king,
Turkey
man.
is the one that
This is
announced
crazy.
making that fight. Turkey is
Turkey
the one
don't know
that brought up the
boxing.
Benavidez fight.
Yeah, Turkish don't know
And
boxing.
then this
I
is
mean,
my
that's just
thing.
ridiculous.
If Bud is going to continue fighting, of course, fans want to see you fight who they perceive to be competitive. And since you walk on water, Bud, they want to see you fight a light heavyweight. What y'all expect?
No, I
I
think
agree.
that's
It just
but
doesn't make
I
sense,
agree.
man.
That's the nature of the beast.
yeah.
Yeah,
I just
but
think that
when do
people
we
would just
cut?
want to do that anyway.
But
They
And
when
was
do
talking
we
about the
stop that
man going
cycle,
to
though?
fight Usyk. I heard Bud
But when do
fans
we?
talking about
But
he
when do
gonna
we
go
stop
fight
that
Usyk.
Bud
cycle?
fan said that.
But when do
Oh,
we
they
stop
was
the cycle, though? I mean,
when he
because they do
retired.
it, don't mean that we gotta do it. I mean, here
When
he
he
beat Canelo.
retired.
I
So, Mr.
mean,
Moss, who you want to see
mission
Bud fight
complete.
next? Who you want to see Bud fight next?
Somebody at 168 in his division, whoever that is,
And since
could
when
be.
has Bud ever defended undisputed? I don't even think he's gonna do that, to be honest with y'all. He's
I thought
never
he's moving back
defended
down to
undisputed.
160.
Why would he do it at 168? That don't even make sense.
I thought he's going back down to 160.
Well. When he was
Didn't he
undisputed,
say that? Didn't he say that?
okay, hold on, because she just asked a question. When he was undisputed at 147, I mean, he beat the guy. All y'all said was gonna whip his ass, and that was easy work. And so, why would he defend it? Move up, dare to
That's
be
what I'm
great.
saying. I've never seen him
Okay,
defend the
okay.
undisputed, so he's
no,
probably
he
not gonna
was
do it
gonna
at
defend it. He
168.
was
He's gonna go
no,
to
Versus
another
who,
weight
Blaze?
class.
Versus who, Blaze?
no, 2 Cent. You're rewriting history, 2 Cent. You gotta remember
How?
Spence went into semi-retirement. He went into
Yep.
Did
semi-retirement. The
he
rematch was
defend?
gonna
I was
happen
just
Did
gonna
at
he
say that
defend
$147.
it?
that eye surgery
Hold on, hold on,
bullshit.
hold
You
on.
guys
Listen,
act like
listen
that didn't
to it.
happen.
Hold on. Listen. This is what I'm saying. Relax. He didn't defend it, regardless if he was going to, whatever. It didn't happen. So all I'm
Okay.
saying is he hasn't defended undisputed. Why would he waste a fight defending undisputed at 68 if his plan is to go to another weight division and become undisputed there?
And see, I think right now he gonna weigh his best options to really make the most money. I would like to see him go at 160, but honestly, I would love for him to defend the belts at 168. Because when I was there watching him win, what I imagined is I imagined Bud A-side, defending the belt, walking into the ring with all those fucking belts at 168 being reigning champion. So
Hey,
I
this
want to
what I
see him defend it.
hey this
You
what I
know?
want him to do. This what I want him to do, right? For all you Bud haters, right? I want him to wait till someone collect 3 belts at 160 and he collect the other one and then he go
That's
undisputed.
exactly what he about to do.
That's what I want him to do.
That's
So
what he
y'all can
always
have
do.
Just to
something
piss,
else to
just to
fight
piss him
about.
off.
There's a two
Just to piss him off.
there's a two-fight path. There's a
That's what I'm
two-fight path
expecting
right
him to
now.
do. No, hold on, time
There's
out.
a
Because that's
two-fight
what I'm
path right now.
expecting him to do. Bud is 38 years old. How many more fights y'all think he got? If he
I
about to
want
be
y'all
I
to hate him
undisputed
expected.
at
even more.
160, he gonna do it in 1 or 2 fights. He not finna go
Hey, but
fight. He's
Rich,
never done that.
Yeah.
And
here's what
Janabek
I think he
already
should do
got 2.
first.
Janabek already got 2
Exactly.
Man, I
belts.
want them to
So
hate
if
him
Exactly.
even more.
Janabek next fight is for a
I
belt,
want
and
them to
then
hate
Crawford
him
go to
even more.
160
That's
and
all.
fight for a belt, and then they meet up for an undisputed fight. I mean,
But
what y'all
what the
what else
thing
you gonna say?
is, but yeah, even if he doesn't get the undisputed and go down to 160, what he got to do is set up to go to 160, be ranked high, possibly number 1, and then fight for the Ring magazine at 160. Because last I checked, I think it's vacant. You feel me? So get that belt.
No, he about to fight
You
for a
know,
vacant.
if well, it's vacant. Hey, I don't know why anybody ain't Ring magazine champion at 160. But last I checked, when I looked on the site, hey,
Is
it's
that even a
vacant at
real? Is
160.
that really? But is that a real sanction body, or that's just a belt that you can just have? Does
No,
it
that's
work
Ring
anything?
Magazine. So the Ring Magazine tries to rate it to where it's the lineal belt, to where the lineal champ would have a Ring
They're
Magazine belt.
trying to bring more prestige to the Ring magazine, big
But
dog.
it's
It's
not. It's
been
not there
there.
yet. It's not there yet, though.
Nah,
No,
it's
he
been
needs to
there.
get.
What
Some people
it's lost
respect it.
prestige. No, it
Some people
lost
respect
prestige.
it.
It used to be the belt. It used to be the belt. This belt's been
Right.
you can pass around
Yeah,
for
I
over
know it
100
used to be the
years.
belt, but I'm talking about as of right now. Is it?
As of right now,
Is
they're revamping it.
As
they're
of
trying
right
to do
now,
it?
as you
So
can,
we're gonna have
yeah, but they
1,500 belts instead of 400 belts. Okay, so we're just gonna add
no,
another.
it's no that belt. No, Big Willie, that belt, big dog, that belt's been there, bro. They've been having that belt. What are you
I
talking about?
know, but I know, but there's the 4 sanctioned bodies, and now they're gonna add another belt to it.
But they're
You hear what I'm
not adding
saying?
it though. That belt's been in play though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not being added.
Man, who know?
Like
Do
that's.
you know who? Do anybody know who the Marine Magazine champion is at 154?
I think
Damn.
that's vacant too. Hold on.
See, this is
Yeah, I
what I'm
think
talking
I
about.
don't know who's the Ring magazine champion,
Because
but
last I checked, it was
that's that
Charlo before he
lineal.
back.
I think when you get the ring belt, that's why people calling you the lineal
It's the
champion.
lineal. Yeah, it's the lineal champ. Yeah, exactly.
So
I
who you
don't
have to
think that's
beat?
important. That lineal champion stuff. I hear diehard fans mentioning it, but I
Yeah,
don't think
I'm talking
nobody
about a
really
real
pay
belt.
attention to that.
Yeah, I'm talking about a belt. Like somebody can say, "Oh, he won the WBC belt." Somebody he won the WBA
Oh,
belt.
that's a good point, Big Dog Willie. I'm glad y'all brought that up. So y'all telling me that the WBA regular not a real belt, but the Ring magazine linear belt, y'all give credence to that? Shout out to Terence Best Videos on the channel. What up, Terence Best Videos? What's your 2 cents?
I don't understand where that comes from either.
What?
I don't. Okay, so what's the WBA? Did they get rid of their super belt at 135?
Yes.
Right, they got rid of it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so there's no more at 135. Are they gonna get rid of all of them? Because it seems like they need to do that.
They were saying they wanted to get rid of all of them, but then didn't they say they brought it back or something like that? I know. See, the belt shit be confusing. That's why I don't. It's hard to keep up with all that belt shit for real. It really is, because they keep changing rules, making up rules as they go, and all this other stuff. And that's why I tell people that, to me, the belts are too political for me to put a whole lot of weight on them, because a lot of it is being at the right place at the right time. I guarantee you, if Terence Crawford wasn't at top rank, he wouldn't have had all those undisputed fights and shit like that.
But that's just demand. But
Well,
when you say that,
what you mean by that?
2 cents. No, you're just saying that he gets a lot of opportunities. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying he had more opportunity to, like, he got 13 belts in 6 fights. Who else has had an opportunity like that?
Loma.
Who else? And Loma was where? And where was Loma, Big Dog Willie?
I'm just saying. But hold on. PBC has their own belt too.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm a little confused about this.
PBC has their own belt too. Is it IBF or WBO? It's WBA, right?
Yes.
WBO or WBA? WBA. They have their own belt too. These sanctioned bodies have their people they go to.
like
Top ranks WBO.
It would have been very difficult for Tank to become undisputed at 135 if Bob had control of the belts.
But like I said, the only reason why people get the WBA fight is because Al Haymon rent out their fighters.
I mean, none
That's
of
the
this is
only
an
way.
argument. All I'm saying is certain promotional companies got control of certain belts and they do certain things and move certain ways.
I just don't know why you. It seems like you're
Bud had
penalizing
to
Bud
go
for
to-
being with a certain.
There's no
But Bud-
penalty. Oh my God.
Bud-
Y'all
but
gotta
then
stop.
he-
I'm not
but then he-
penalizing nobody. I'm saying
I'm not saying.
Bud had a lot of opportunities to do what he did.
But
wasn't that a lot when he was a free agent?
Not with top
Yeah,
rank.
wasn't.
2 Cent. Not
That's
with
when
top
he was
rank.
a free agent.
That's when he was
A
free
lot of
agent.
that when he was a free agent.
He got the
remember he was
Spence
being
free
freezed
agent.
out by the PBC. Yeah, we forgetting about that.
How was
they
he being
rewriting
freaked
history.
out by the PBC when he went to go fight Spence and got all the belts?
Because
Oh,
he
yeah,
became,
but
he had to
before
become
that, we're talking
independent.
about
Yeah, he
before
wasn't.
that.
He didn't.
We're
He
talking
wasn't
about
getting
before that. 2 cents. We ain't
They
talking
were
about.
never gonna make the fight.
And he
until
was
they
a
were
free.
undisputed anyway.
He was a free agent. That's how he got the fight.
Guys, we're not
He
finna
never
do
got
this.
the fight with ESPN. Is that
Yeah, or
not
top
true?
ranked. Exactly. Nah,
Okay.
that's
Wait,
what
let
I'm
me
saying. We
say
gotta
that's
be
not
accurate.
true.
Okay, Bud got
That-
blackballed, even though he's a 5-division champion and 3-time undisputed. He was blackballed.
No, but 2 Cent, we're
In
just
the
trying to be accurate. It
beginning,
wasn't with top rank. He couldn't get the fight with Spence. That's why he left. Became
that's crazy.
independent. He
He
didn't
was
get the
he was
fight.
a free agent.
But you're saying
I
top rank is the reason
understand.
why he got all 13
I
belts
never
and 6
Yeah.
said
fights.
that. I
Okay,
never
all right.
said that.
That's
I'm
what I thought you
saying
said.
no. Yeah, that's why y'all gotta relax.
You
I'm
said early
saying that
in his career, he had those opportunities. That's what she was saying.
the
At
belts
135.
my point is the belts are political. So it's
Yeah.
hard for me to place a lot of weight on them versus how good somebody is. That's all I'm saying. Because it's good people that never got those opportunities, but I can still look at them and be like, oh, they're good. I'm not gonna be they say they're not good because they never got belts or
Well, what?
opportunity for belts or
And
this
I
and
agree.
that.
I would agree.
That's
I
all
would
I'm
agree
saying.
with 2
That's
cents.
all
I
I'm
agree with that. But when you say that, we can go back to 135 when he was fighting. You got to tell me. You would have to tell me what fighter didn't get an opportunity at Crawford that was that good that should have got the opportunity. I would like to know who it was because I don't
And
remember.
I
I
just
don't
seen an
remember
interview.
anybody. I'm just saying. I don't remember anybody.
I just seen an interview from 5 years ago with Andre Ward and Bud was talking about he wanted to go undisputed at 135, but the politics didn't allow him to. So then he moved up to 140 and became undisputed in the top rank. And then, like
Nobody
we were
wanted to
just having
fight that man.
nobody wants to fight him.
Exactly.
They
So he
knew.
could have been the best at 135, but because of the politics, he wasn't able to go undisputed. So somebody asking me who is good without a belt. Bud was great at 135, walk on water, Bud, but he didn't have the opportunity to be undisputed at 135 because of the politics. That's my whole point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, but who else would have been? I'm just saying, if we go back to that time frame, I just don't remember any fighter but them doing that to Bud. Who else they were doing it to? Who was this fighter?
They do it to all fighters. The politics play a part in all of this shit in boxing.
I'm just saying,
The thing is we ain't seen nobody dominate like Bud at 135,
right.
at 140, or 147. We ain't see it. It was Bud, and Bud wasn't getting credit like that. Now, see him watching Canelo. Now you got to look back at everything else. Bud ain't never had a split decision. And so we could talk about his resume, but unfortunately, he didn't have the names and the people there like Floyd had in his day. He beat everybody. He didn't duck nobody. Bud ain't duck nobody.
Shout out Jupe on the panel.
You feel me? There ain't nobody Bud ducked. There ain't no great name that there was like Fundora. What? No, come on, bro.
Hey, 2 cents gonna live on that shit right there.
I know for a fact. Y'all can believe what y'all want. Jupe,
You
what's
know
your 2
for a
cents?
fact.
I know for a fact. Yes, I do. Jupe, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Hey, how y'all doing? Good afternoon or evening. Sorry. So I'm hearing what y'all saying, and I just had a few things I wanted to add to the conversation. So when it comes to like the belts, the first belt, the very first belt was the WBA belt, what we would call the WBA World Belt. And this is history. And so the WBA used to be called the NBA. It was the National Boxing Association. And then they end up changing that because the NBA became along, so it became the world, right? And actually, that's part of why WBC split from the WBA, because WBC was saying, oh, they're, because national. And they're like, oh, you're too focused on one country and not the world. So that's what. So that the WBC split from the WBA, but the WBA world belt, which is something called the regular, which is that's just a colloquial term. It's not an actual term. It's officially the WBA world belt. The super didn't come along until the 90s. That is the official belt. And when we talk about lineal it's always been a status that predates Ring Magazine's existence. So what Ring has done over time, and people kind of make them synonymous with one another, but they're two different things. Lineal just means the line, meaning that champion beat that champion, I beat the man, I beat that man, and beat that. It's like the base word is line, right? It's just things. It's basically like a lineage, right? That's all it is. And so the Ring Magazine belt is just that. It's a belt that people at the magazine used to vote on. That was before promoters owned the belt, right? A promoter. So it was completely separate. They were supposed to be kind of, the reason why it had some weight to it was because it's supposed to be like, okay, these are just people we think, we're some fans, we're going to say, we're journalists, we're going to vote on who we think has this belt. And so they start saying, okay, number one versus number two, right? Which is kind of the number one guy versus number two guy, and we'll try to give you the belt, or whoever we think. It's just an opinion, right? But they're not the same. But when it comes to this whole, and Bud, you know, he was frozen out. That's just not true. Like he was not. Now, and this is the thing. What's so crazy is that people keep forgetting Bud sued Bob Arum for not making the Spence fight, and then later went to work with Al Heyman to get the fight. So he's literally his lawsuit is like, hey, you're not even trying to get me the fight that I want. And this is coming after Bob Arum got in front of a camera and told the world, I killed the fight. I killed the Manny fight. Right? So I don't understand this whole, he was frozen out. Yeah, by Bob Arum. Now he was able to get all the other belts. And of course, Bob Arum is a machine. He's been in boxing longer than anybody else. So if anyone's gonna have influence over more belts, so much influence that he was able to help usher in the WBO, then it's crazy to say that, like, I mean, and that is real. If you're a top-ranked fighter, you are more likely to be undisputed, especially since the inception of the WBO, because it kind of helped them. Because once Golden Boy was taken off, you had competition and you couldn't control anymore. So what do? You introduce a new belt to say you can't be undisputed without the belt that I own, right? The WBA were always there. WBA predated Al Heyman. It predates Bob Arum. So so they're like, they can say, well, Al a part of it. Well, that's an argument you can make, but is it factually true? No. So I just think that it's crazy when like we can talk about theory and opinions, but the fact is, and these are opinions, you can't argue it. He sued Bob Arum for not making that Spence fight. Bob Arum got on camera and said, I killed your biggest fight. Bob Arum also said, you know what? Why would I make a good fight for Tank? And then we have Espinosa who just said, like, every fact. And that's the thing. I don't understand how people keep arguing against facts. And they're like, yeah, but my opinion. But your opinion is the opposite of the facts. So I don't get what we're talking about. Because at the end of the day, to me, what I wanted Bud to do, after he said that about the Manny fight and killing it, after he fought Jeff Horn, he's supposed to become a free agent. I think he would have got a lot much sooner because it was him who was doing it. And it's like most fighters who became big, they ended up doing what? Suing Bob Arum. Like, this man has a history. And we keep like, no, but Bud's the victim. Bud should not have resigned because Bob Arum didn't want to share the love with anybody. And the only reason we got it with Fury and Wilder is because they made that fight like long ago. So all I'm saying is like, I hear the opinions and our feelings, but I just think we kind of put feelings aside and look at the facts of the matter. And the facts are not on the side of people arguing that Bud was a victim and oh my God, and everyone ducked him, blah, blah, blah. Like, it just doesn't make sense. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it back to y'all.
Hey, this what I want to say about
Thank
that.
you. Hold on. Let me say this.
Hey,
Shout out to Juke. Hold on, Rich.
Thank you.
Juke, thank you for coming up here and breaking that down. Because
yes, he did because Bob Arum. Thank you.
Hey, this what I want to say.
Juke. Thank you.
This what I want to say. Salute to Juke. She said, well, but this what I want to say, right? And this might make the guys mad, man. The comments and stuff like that, and people that listen to the playback or whatever. But guess what? That Canelo fight that Errol Spence fight, it made up for all that shit that was going on
don't
with
make
Bud
up for it.
and all them
Yes, it
niggas that y'all
does.
all wait
Yes, it does.
can I speak my piece? And the guys that he was supposed to fight, the Danny Garcias, the ones that I remember Danny Garcia saying they on the other side of the street, the Keith Thurmans and them type of
They're
fuck
saying
niggas.
that because Bob ain't gonna make the fight.
The Keith Thurmans and them suckers and shit like that ain't shit right now in boxing. While Bud on top, guess what now? That Canelo fight outweigh all them niggas.
That's why he
That Canelo fight outweigh all them niggas. So now he's
the truth.
he's a 3-time undisputed champion, and he probably made it hard on himself, but guess what? He overcame that shit. And that's
And he
all we can give him is credit.
the Bud Crawford
He
era.
overcame all that shit. So fuck all the past and all that stuff. What he did, who he
now it's fuck the truth.
and what he did.
No, it ain't fuck the truth. We
said
said all the truth.
What I'm saying is, yeah, it could be the truth and it could not be the truth. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, he getting his just due now, and he's still 3 times undisputed. He's a legend. When he retires, he's gonna be a legend. And he paid, and he gonna take care of his kids, man. And he black. That's why I respect him. So that's
and, and guess what?
Another thing.
Black.
Hold on. And to end with that, I don't even them guys that the Danny Garcias and the Keith. We ain't nobody gonna sit here and tell me today that this nigga Bud wouldn't have washed them niggas.
You don't know. They never.
I don't know.
Man, listen, that's crazy.
At the end of the day, okay, I don't know why y'all are like.
What's wrong with y'all? Hold on. Let me get a moment.
Just
Let me get a moment
laughable.
of
You guys
silence.
got these
Let me get a moment of
hypothetical for
silence.
washed up
Hold on.
boxers like Bud ain't
Y'all
that
the
guy.
ones with the hypothetical.
And it's emotional. Like, I don't understand. Like, why do y'all insist on making this man a victim? And they did to him.
No,
and he got
but
it back.
Juke,
Let me finish real quick. Let me just respond to what he said, because he came after my comment. And he, like, my thing is, why it has to be framed like, yeah, all them suckers who wouldn't fight him. You didn't make that man. Y'all did this to me. Oh my God. All my life I had to fight. Like, all this, y'all mad. It's not Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, and Errol Spence's fault for making that man resign with the man who said that I killed your biggest fight. Y'all want to blame everybody, and then you keep on this proud black brother stuff, but you keep blaming the Al Heyman, the brother who gave him the opportunity of a lifetime, but you're not blaming the man who took away his biggest opportunities. That's what's so crazy and contradictory about what you're saying. They did not do that to this man. No one did anything to him. And at the end of the day, guess what? Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, all of them, guess what? They're also paid. They just been paid a long time ago. And guess what? They're all likely going into the Hall of Fame no matter what anyway. So no one got anything that no one else got. I remember Danny said he got paid $2 million to fight Rod Salka. Like, what are we talking about? At the end of the day, all I paid. So it's not like, oh, I'm gonna get you back for it. I don't know. I don't know who he was.
Their careers is not worth Bud's careers.
Terence Crawford got.
You mad at everybody except for the man he sued. You're mad at everybody except for the man he had to sue.
Wait, hold on. What I'm saying is this, right? I never said nothing bad about Al Heyman through the whole time I ever talked about Bud.
Yeah, me neither.
You know
I don't talk about
I never would say nothing bad about him. So I don't know where you get that. We say something bad about Al Heyman. Oh, I guess
I didn't say you said something bad about Al Heyman. I said all my life you have to fight spiel that you keep doing about making Bud a victim and all this sort of evidence.
And this is what I'm saying. He's not. And this is what I'm saying. The stuff that he been through, rather you say what you want to say.
He ain't been through nothing. They say he ain't been through nothing. He ain't been
we all wait, hold on.
He got undisputed.
We all go through something. I don't know what you mean by we ain't.
I'm talking about this. You're inferring that he was kept away from something.
No,
yes, he was by Bob Arrow.
I'm saying, listen, you cutting me off. But what I'm saying is this: whatever he been through, whether it was good on his behalf or he did something fucked up. If he ain't go over the PBC like people said that he should have did, he should have been left top ranked. Okay, fuck it, he ain't do it. But guess what he did now? He became 3-time.
The argument ain't about what he did now. The argument has been about y'all lying, saying that this man was dumped and PBC sidelined him.
Let him finish. Go ahead, Rich.
But what I'm saying is everything that all that stuff that you saying. Okay, if it is true, if it is true. We still can't take the accolades from him. We still can't take nothing that he was at the same weight class with them suck ass niggas, Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia and them niggas. He was at the same weight class as them, and he became undisputed in their weight class. That's what we can't take away from him.
No one's trying to. You are being a victim again.
We still can't take away that he moved up. He moved up to what? We still. I'm not crying. I'm just giving facts. I'm giving all facts. Just like you giving facts. I'm giving.
All right, hold on, y'all. One mic.
Now go next.
When I'm giving,
I need my response because I got shot at it.
Okay, hold on. I got Rich, Blaze, then Terrence, and then we're gonna wrap up with our final 2 cents. Go ahead.
Wait. What I'm saying is this: if you telling the truth or whatever you think about Bud, if that's all facts, let me get my facts. Why when I get my facts, it's
because it's irrelevant to the conversation. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's off topic.
My facts is real. He became undisputed in them weight classes that he supposedly went over to 154. I mean, one on PBC and all that stuff. He became undisputed in that division. He moved up and became undisputed. And the facts is this: he on top of the world right now in the boxing food chain, and he beat the best fighter, arguably that been the best fighter in 10 years. That's better than them niggas that so-called was ducking him. Them bitch ass niggas, like I said again, Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. Like I said, them bitch ass niggas. Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying that. He beat the nigga that's better than them niggas and career better than them niggas and always gonna be better than them niggas. That's what he did. So salute to Bud, man. Can't take shit away from him.
Nobody taking nothing away from Bud. Shout out to Boxing Hacker with the $5 in the super chat. He says Al Heyman didn't give Bud the Spence fight. Spence made the fight. PBC didn't want to make the fight, and a lot of fighters ducked him. Shout out to Boxing Hacker.
Can I respond?
Yeah, and y'all gotta stop.
Hold on. I gotta respond.
Hold on. Juke. It's gonna be Blaze, and then it's Terrence, and then I'm gonna let you go. Y'all gotta stop saying that Al didn't want to make the fight. Like, he didn't want to do the business of the fight because it wasn't good business. He didn't want to do bad business, and Spence insisted. So that's how that happened. We got Blaze, go ahead, and then we got Terrence.
And I want to say, I want to be clear, this is not facetious. I'm dead serious. Juke, I respect your opinion. I respect everything that you said. I love how you broke down the origination of the belt with the NBA going into the WBA and the politics behind these belts. And then also how you break down how, with Top Rank and how Bob Arum, was really the blockage for Bud, and he shouldn't have stayed there in the suit and all of that. Because I want to be very clear about me. When I state an opinion and me talking about Bud in my analysis, I want to be clear that I'm not like everybody else who comes on this panel and talk, because I clearly separate two things, as I always say. There's stuff that goes on outside the ring. There's stuff that goes on inside the ring. Always mostly focus and emphasize on what goes on inside the ring, right? So when I make my particular points about Bud, I'm talking about his skill. I'm talking about his dominance inside the ring. I hate to go back and forth about any type of speculation about who did what, who's on what side of the street, what type of speculations, etc. My main point when I get on this panel is what, just like I've been and just like I told 2 Cents in, when she puts up the Jesus pick of Bud. I believe in Bud more than white Jesus. And I believe in Bud more than white Jesus, not because of blind faith, but because I see how he performs in the ring. Yeah, thank you, 2 Cent. It's about, you stop blind faith. This is faith with works, because faith without works is dead. And this man done put in work. So everybody gets caught up in this fan and they get in their feelings and all of that. When I'm gonna make it very clear, I always talk about his skill set. And the fact of the matter is he's the most highly skilled boxer we've seen since Floyd Mayweather. Point blank, period. Everybody has all these speculations. There was all this talk about him going up to 168, all this talk about Canelo was gonna knock him out, all this talk about Spence and then whatever, and then we have all the excuses on the back end. And one point that I agree with Rich is, the main point is this is, all the naysayers, all the stuff bad about that was talked about bad about Bud, all the knocks against him. This between Spence and Canelo, he pretty much solidifies himself to be an all-time great with 2 fights. And he really did that. And so I'm looking
Nobody can
forward.
be an all-time great in 2 fights, Blaze. Not to cut you
But
off,
he's
but go
not.
ahead.
He's not. No, listen, 2 Cent. He's not. But what I'm telling you is that's what the naysayers needed. The naysayers need them 2 fights. Because last I checked, Bud's 42-0. Bud's 3 division undisputed over 5 weight classes. Bud's never had a split decision. So I don't limit it to 2 fights. But if y'all want to limit it to 2 fights, then so be it. He watched these guys. And I'm gonna end like this. I land my plane like this. Listen, I've been a fan of Bud. I've been inspired by Bud. Bud inspires me to be great by him achieving greatness. Whatever Bud decides to do with his career, I'm all for it. I don't really have an opinion on what he really should do or not. Just like when he said he wanted to fight Canelo and didn't nobody believe it, I was like, hey, if Bud want to fight him, I support him. So I just support whatever Bud has going in this next chapter of his career because he's already solidified himself as an all-time great, being 3 division undisputed over 5 divisions, undefeated with no split decisions. And I'm out.
All right, let me say this real quick. I'm gonna let you get your final 2 cents, Blaze, before I pass it to Terrence. But y'all should be sure to help support the channel, hitting the Cash App at $2 boxing, or hitting the let me know, drop your 2 cents in the super chat below. I do not monetize these videos while we are live, so we won't have a bunch of commercials interrupting. I really kind of don't like that. So y'all please be sure to help support the channel, so y'all can enjoy ad-free live streams. Blaze P4P, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Again, my final 2 cents is short. It's the Bud Crawford era. I've just been fortunate enough to just be a fan and just witness his rise. I really start watching him all his fights live from when he became undisputed at 140, and just to watch the behind the scenes, his work ethic. How he just committed himself to the sport and committed himself to achieving greatness. And then I would just say, hopefully the Shakur and T.O. fight happens. I think that'll be a good fight. I think Shakur washes him. And I'll let my plan right there.
All right. Thank you, Blaze, for coming up. Terrence, best videos. What you got, and what's your final 2 cents for the show?
Well, I just wanted to respond to the fact that I think my point was, and I'm the one that brought it up, and I'll continue to say that Bud was blackballed by the PBC, and here's why. When Bud was finishing up his contract up with ESPN, because I keep hearing people say, "Oh, well,
I really don't want you to go through this because it's really not true."
Why did he not sign with the PBC? Why did he not sign with the PBC?
I don't know why he didn't sign, but Bob,
they offered him a 3-fight. If y'all recall, it was a 3-fight, $15 million deal. Come on, what 3-fight, 15? And y'all know that would have been. That's just a horrible lowball offer. So yeah, he signed back with Bob because it was a better deal. I'm just saying, y'all need to stop saying that. Y'all know why he signed back, because y'all wasn't giving him a real deal, and them guys didn't want to fight him. They offered Danny Garcia $10 million. Do y'all recall that he didn't take it? $10 million. That would have been more money than he ever made before. So to y'all, so to the people who keep saying like this man was just waiting around for a belt to become available, it's a bunch of BS. And then the thing you said, 2 cents, you had 5 guys. You had Keith Thurman, you had Danny Garcia, had Manny, Aaron, and whoever the hell else you had there. Why would you say that they couldn't have done what Terence Crawford did? They had more of an opportunity than Bud. All three, they all fought in the same division. So why couldn't they all unite, get the belt, and beat Bud? Then go up to 154. They could have fought Charlo, and then go up to 160. And 154. He had the belts up there as well, and then go and fight Canelo. Why you say it's so difficult for them? It would have been easier for them than Bud, because Bud was being locked out. He was the free agent trying to knock on all the doors to get a fight. They were with the PBC, so they could have easily, if they were good enough. Why don't you just admit those guys weren't good enough? There's one guy in an era that's just tremendous, just great. That's what he is. He's just an anomaly. He's so damn good. He's much better than all those fighters. That's what I want y'all to admit. That's why he's so good. It's not because he got lucky. It's because he's a hell of a fighter. He does things in there that if you listen to all of the great fighters out there, they tell you that. There's nothing lucky about it. He's just a great fighter. That's the frustration that the Bud fans had with you guys. You always try to make some alien excuse as to why this man wins fight. Something he's done. He's using drugs. He's getting lucky. There's always an excuse. Just accept that man is great. Now I'll land my plane there.
Shout out to Terence Best video. So he broke it down. The Bud fans get so frustrated because people refuse to Johnson bounce. Boxing Hacker, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Yo, what's up, 2 Cent? So when it comes to this whole PBC helped make the fight. So according to Floyd Mayweather, who said he was one-on-one with the PBC, you know, when you see Al, you see him. He said they didn't even want to make the fight. He said that, you know. And Terence Crawford said that the person that actually made the fight was Earl Spence. So there's this whole argument of, oh, the PBC is the one that made the fight. EJ made the fight. EJ has his own promotional company. It was EJ that pushed for the fight. He's the one that got the fight to the finish line, you know. And let's be real, like at the end of just like Terence was saying, like Bud Crawford had a lot of roadblocks moving through the ranks, especially at 147. You know, he had a lot of roadblocks, and he found a way to become undisputed at 147.
He found a way.
He found a way, yeah. He found a way to become undisputed. A guy who was champion at 135, undisputed at 140, came up. I mean, we can cry all we want, but the truth is the truth. I mean, no matter how many tears people drop, the truth is always going to be the truth. The guy became undisputed at 147. He beat the man and became the man at 147. He became champion at 154. He became undisputed at 168. You got it. I mean, at the end of the day, like, despite all the criticism, because before the fight, there were all these people talking about it was impossible. People betting their whole channels that Bud Crawford was going to lose. People on here saying that there was no way on earth this guy could beat Canelo. You know, and Bud did that, and now it's magically, oh, he's still not great. Still not great. Now the question you pose: does one fight make you a great fighter? Depends on what that one fight is. Honestly speaking,
no, it doesn't.
It depends. No, wait.
Stop that, Boxing Hacker.
No, let's wait. Remember, what's his name? Sugar Ray Leonard's a great fighter.
Name another fighter that fought one fighter that made it. If you start that Sugar Ray Leonard shit,
let's talk about it. Like Sugar Ray Leonard fought how many fights?
No, we're not doing that.
He only got a great fight when he went. And remember, it's not just one fight. He also accumulated a lot of things prior. So it was who he was leading up to the fight to accomplish the last
Nobody is arguing about him being accomplished. Y'all just want us to say he's the greatest fighter we've ever seen in the history of boxing.
I mean, he's the greatest. Yeah, you don't have to say. I mean,
go ahead. Not to him, but go ahead.
Yeah, like everybody has to say it. Not everybody, believes in water, but it's what it is. It's him, his Floyd. He's on that level with Floyd and the rest of them. Like, you can argue, is Floyd better? Is he better? But you have to put him in the argument.
Nowhere near Floyd Mayweather. He can't even hold the match.
Yeah, you can argue it. You can argue that back and forth. Because there's things Floyd did that he did, and the things that he did that Floyd didn't do. Like, we can argue back and forth about that. But
Floyd
he's in those conversations.
Floyd fought better competition. That's the difference.
Like I said, you can debate it all you want.
There's no debate about that. He did fight better competition.
Let me get this super chat.
But Floyd also didn't become undisputed. So what are we talking about?
Shout out to Ishmael Hassan with the $5 in the Cash App. He says, nothing slick to say, just supporting the grind. Shout out Ishmael.
Yeah, we can
fight better competition.
Yeah, but he doesn't have this. But
he did fight better competition.
Terence has a better accolade.
He fought better competition. Let's just admit that.
Like I said, we can argue it, right?
Thank you.
But Terence has a better accolade. You can say he has better accolades. Like, you see how that works? Like, he's in that conversation. There's some people that can't be part of that conversation.
That's cool. But Sugar Ray fought. But let's say Mayweather fought better competition. Mayweather fought better competition. That's all.
Let me say this: Sugar Ray wouldn't have even had the opportunity to become as accomplished as Bud because they didn't have all that shit back then. So
exactly,
it's relative. So it's still relative to your. It's still relative to your generation, right? Sugar Ray was. I always say Sugar Ray. Bud Ray passed Sugar Ray because Sugar Ray was like 36-3.
Okay, can I just have a quick comment?
No, Jude, this is Jude. I know you want to say this, but Boxing had to do this shit on purpose.
Wait, no.
I wasn't going to respond to
Objectively speaking, no, hold up, Jude. Objectively speaking, Bud Crawford has more fights, has more titles, has more accomplishments than Sugar Ray. Objectively speaking, he surpassed Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray has losses with less fights.
Cool. So when it comes to belts,
Sugar
he
Ray,
surpassed Sugar
wait,
Ray.
am I
When it
lying?
comes to
Wait, am I
competition,
lying?
he
You
has
guys always
not.
want to say who? Sugar Ray's 33-3, 36-3.
In terms to competition, Sugar Ray's better.
You can't compare competition, bro. They never fought each other. You can't just say this guy's better than this guy. That's not.
No,
Then you're
his
just playing
competition he fought.
fantasy
Who's
boxing,
better?
bro. It's
Who's
not fantasy
better?
boxing.
Who better?
It's based on.
Spence
You have
or
to be
Spence
objective
or
about
who's
it.
better? Spence or Marvin Hagler? Who's better?
Bro, we don't know. They never fought. What are you? Did you just hear what I just said? You can't just do that.
Well,
Like,
Rich
that,
just
like
said
let me
that
say,
Bud beat
Ricky
Canelo
Diaz is great.
all the other
Will
people.
beat everybody that was his weight class. Huh?
Rich just gave Bud credit for all the people he didn't fight because he said Canelo better than all of them.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not even possible to even do that. You just look at objectively speaking. If you look at what Sugar Ray did, you look at what Buck Crawford did. Sugar Ray is a great fighter.
Wait,
Sugar Ray did a lot of cool things, you know. I think one of the best things he beat Hagler at
I'm asking
after
you a question.
being retired. However,
Who
Buck
beat?
Crawford
No, this is some
has
bullshit.
more wins.
No, but you can't say that.
Hold on, y'all. Land your
Spence is-
plane, Boxing Hacker. I'm trying to close out the show.
Listen, at the end of the day, you say I can't say, but I'm saying the truth. Buck Crawford has more wins, no defeats. Sugar Ray has less wins with 3 defeats. These are 2 facts. Buck Crawford has more titles. Sugar Ray has what? 5,005 different weight classes, right? Buck Crawford has the same thing, but he's undisputed in 3 of them. So what are we saying? It's obvious who surpassed who. Sugar Ray's not even in that conversation. The conversation is between him, Floyd. You might put Ray Robinson because Ray Robinson has so many damn fights. You know, and Ray Robinson, had multiple titles. But like, those are the people you put in that conversation. But Ray Leonard, no, but Ray passed that. You know, and it is what it is.
All right,
I mean, like I say,
good.
subjectively you can believe it's not, but objectively the truth is there. Anyway, salute to you guys.
All right, Boxing Hacker, thank you for coming up. Big Dog Willie, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Okay, man, that dude be saying the craziest shit on planet Earth. I don't know how.
Shout out Terence Best Videos with the $2 in the super chat. He says, "Who on Mayweather couldn't beat Bud easy?" Shout out Best Videos.
A lot of them niggas can't beat Bud easy.
Okay, so I mean, this is what I'm gonna say. Okay, this guy with his, I know he talking about all those damn accolades and shit like that, but man, right now, just say Bud's the best of this era. But when you start saying he's up there with, it's not even up there. Oh, Errol Spencer's better competition than Marvin Hagler, and we don't know if Westnake can beat up Kearns. Come on, man, I'm getting done. I'm getting sick of this shit. Now you're just disrespecting the greats. It's just getting bad.
Did you see my title? Terence Crawford fans continue to disrespect.
It's like, it's not even about. It's about like, he has a good resume. He fought the 2 best. He fought the best welterweight of this era, and he fought the best probably the best boxer of this era. Okay, cool. Let's just leave it like that. But goddamn, don't be saying, "Oh well, I think Spence can go back there and beat up Marvin Hagler," that type of shit. I mean, come on, man. So anyway, I just want to say this: Manny Pacquiao and Tank in the spring of 2026. Don't be surprised. It's going to happen. And that's all I got to say.
All right. But that's if he fight Rolly, he got to make it through Rolly. Band Up, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Man, salute Nickel Slick. Salute everybody on the platform. You know what I mean? That pretty much, you know what I mean? Especially like my guy Blaze is over there cooking. You know what I mean? That pretty much cooked it up on that. You know how I feel, man. I'm a fan of boxing, but my favorite fighter is Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? And I just think he has some of the best skills I've ever seen in my life. Offensively, I mean, I've looked at some greats, you know what I mean? I've looked at some things, you know what I mean? I'm not a historian in this boxing thing. I just don't see too many flaws offensively with him. This is the Bud Crawford era, no matter what nobody want to say about it. He is number 1 pound for pound. He's been that. There are, I guess, if he stays in, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm always the type of person I want what the fighter wants. You know what I mean? If I like a certain fighter, whatever that fighter think he can do, go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? So if you want to stay in, go ahead. If you want to retire, go ahead. It's always going to be some questions, no matter what. We obviously ain't going to stop. You know what I mean? Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Opinion's going to last forever. But this accolades versus skill thing is done in every sport. We do it with Tom Brady. We do it with LeBron James and Michael Jordan and the accolades and the skills and who is better in time. So it happens in every sport. You can't really get too mad at it. It is what it is. You know, I mean, I'm gonna still stay up and support the platform. I think Tio and Shakur, if they do fight, you already know I can rock. Shakur gonna beat them easily. It's gonna be a good fight. Like you said, I agree with you earlier. 2 cents. It does not make him great, but it just
All
adds
right.
to another name to his legacy, in my
All
opinion.
right. All right. Shout
All
out
right, so
Band Up. You got on glasses in this picture?
yeah, I wear glasses, man. My son broke my glasses, man. So yeah, I wear glasses
Cute
though.
picture, Band Up. That's a cute picture. Oh, you look so adorable.
Thank you.
You look like a kid though, for real. I promise when I first met you, I thought you
But
was in high
hey,
school.
I was just talking to some cats, but they think I'm in my young 20s. I'm like, dude, I'm like about to be 30. I'm literally
I
on my
thought
way
you
to
was in
30.
high school. I was like, damn, Band Up, you grown. All right, thank you for coming up, Band Up. Always appreciate you on the panel. Definitely one of the homies.
Salute.
All right. Rich, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
My final 2 cents, right, is we're gonna go back to the Shakur and Tio thing. I think the fight's still happening. I know it's gonna be people pushing other negative narratives after Shakur beat Tio. When he beat him, they're gonna sit there and say Tio was nothing, Tio was washed up, Tio
No, I'm
accolades,
saying it right now.
Tio accolades wasn't this good. But I'm here to be the first person to give Shakur's credit if he beats him, which I think he would. Second, I'm gonna just go back to the Terence Crawford thing and and just him in general. I feel like I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm gonna say it exactly one more time. I feel like Canelo, Earl Spence, and the 10 other people champions before and after him that he fought, all is part of his resume and it's good. You know what I'm saying? He's 42-0. He's a boxer's boxer, meaning that all the boxers love him. People that's in the gyms right now, when they look at it, when they say, I want to fight, they'll say Terence Crawford a good fighter. They won't take shit away from him. They wouldn't start bringing up stuff outside of boxing like Blaze said. But inside that ring, you can't take nothing from that man. And to them suckers, like I said, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, all them niggas that wouldn't even say his name over there in PBC when they used to put up the fights and when they used to put up the best boxers at 147 and they never had Terence Crawford up there for some odd reason when you used to look at Fox, PBC and all that shit. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to out him. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if people say they wasn't, they wasn't. But the boxing world know that. You know what I'm saying? People that's in the people that's rubbing heads with them and all that shit, they know that and they spoke out about that numerous of times. And PBC fighters, Sean Porter spoke out about that. But other than that, I'm gone, man. Y'all be safe.
All
Salute
right,
to the
shout
panel,
out
salute to
Rich.
the chat.
Thank you for coming up. Shout out to Carl Weeks with the $20 in the Cash App. He says, without Victor, Crawford would have lost his last 4 fights. Shout out, Carl. All right, Juke, close us out. Saved you for last. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show? I mean, listen, you came on here, you broke the facts down, and that did not change their mind. But what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Girl, that was so crazy. Like, so I feel like I just like the last 20 minutes of your show. It was just always a great show. Was just wasted with like Terence Crawford. I don't know, the new term is glazed, whatever y'all want to call it. I don't even know what that exactly means. I'm assuming like landing on thick. I love Terence Crawford. Again, he's been my pound for pound number 1 for at least the last 4 years, at least maybe longer, maybe 5, 6. I don't know. Anyway, this was just so. It just irks my soul. The comment I got on the page, the reason I pulled up on the link. The first thing I talked about was the belts because the topic, and I don't understand why as adults we can't stay on the topic and why that's such a hard thing. I have an idea. The topic we're talking about, okay, the belts. Which belt came before then, and we're talking about how the WBO and how Bob having it kind of gives you an advantage and blah blah blah. That's just these are matters of fact, right? at the history. That's why I started off with the history, broke it down. Nothing I said was refutable. It's not an opinion. So people can't say it's your opinion. I didn't create the WBO, okay? I didn't make Bob said what he said. I didn't force Terence Crawford to sue Bob Arum, right? I'm not Al Heyman and gave Bud his biggest opportunity ever, right? And so I can say you can feel a certain way, but you don't have to believe everything you feel. That's why as adults, you have to investigate why you feel that way. Check the facts and see if the facts back up your feelings. Once it don't, it's just your feelings. That's all it is. So the topic was about the belts and okay, if having this belt was that's advantageous to helping you get undisputed, and that's just been true, right? That's why he did it. And somehow, once I said those irrefutable facts, no one said, "Oh nope, you're lying, Jupe," or no. What they did instead, well, it don't matter. He's the greatest, and all those suckers, and all my life I had to fight, and all that. I don't understand where all that came from. I don't remember me or you making the argument that he wasn't great. And I know I like Bud a little bit more than you do, probably 2 cents, but like I never once said that he wasn't great. But the reality is, and that's just been the history of boxing. Look at Black Murderers Row. People having certain opportunities, it is political. It does help. Does that mean Bud's not good? No. People can't, I don't know, it's like you can't respect that two things can be true at the same time. Is Bud a great fighter? Yes. Is he arguably the best fighter of this generation? Yes. I'll argue anyone. Yes. Is it also true that he benefited from being a part of a top rank? Yes. If he wouldn't have signed. Duh. Like I don't get why you like that's not too. I can't. And me saying that is not me refuting that Bud is a great fighter. And all them suckers over there at PBC and them suckers. Like what do you mean? They keep saying, oh, PBC didn't want the fight. If PBC is not beholden to anyone, right? They don't have to make anything. They could tell Spence no, like people know that, right? But they don't. They make the fights that the fighters want, which is why Fulton went over to Japan, which is why they went to back when Wilder wanted to rematch Fury, even though he was advised not. It don't matter. They're gonna make the fights for their fighters. And so at the end of the day, only one guy has a storied history backed with lawsuits from preventing fights, and it's not Al Heyman. So at some point, we gotta I get you can feel your way, and we the crazy response to me saying these facts was, well, it don't matter. He still won in life, and you act like we were saying he didn't, and he did win in life. And guess what? Danny Garcia is likely gonna be gonna go on to be a Hall of Fame too. He's made millions upon millions earlier in his career. So did Spence, so did a lot of people. They're all going to be good. This is Bud's time, and I'm happy for his time. But I think for some reason, they don't know how to appreciate Bud without making him a victim to something that he just wasn't. Why we got to add the extra? He didn't sue Al Heyman, right? And then we talk about the size of the street. That was a top-ranked term. Didn't what's his name? What's the big head guy? He bald.
Tim Bradley.
Yeah, the big. I'm sorry, not to disrespect Mr. Bradley, but he was the first person who said that like a long time ago about Spence. Like what? Because PBC
he started the size of the street. That was Tim Bradley.
Right, the Top Rank did because they were the older outfit and they wanted to try to keep out other outfits coming in. That they didn't like it when Golden Boy got their own thing. They didn't like it. They didn't like the challenge, especially in America. So to act like PBC, this company that's barely at the top, I think 5-6 years old at the time, is blackballing and doing all this. Well, they don't even have the legacy media behind them, right? We don't know who legacy media is behind or traditional media is behind. So it's just crazy. They just wasted 20 minutes of your show. Yeah, but it don't matter. He great, and y'all did. No one said he wasn't. But you know why they had to go that route? Because they couldn't refute anything I said. They couldn't say I'm a lie. They can't say I was wrong. So what do? Well, it don't matter because because you were wrong. And it's okay. You were wrong. You want to believe it? That didn't happen. And I just think we can just it's okay. And when it comes to the whole, one last thing, when it comes to the Sugar Ray Leonard argument, I think that sometimes we don't even got to acknowledge that. I feel like we broke that down enough. Like again, I think Bud is a good fighter, a great fighter. Let me clarify because I don't want to say I'm hating. Because I know Rich kind of threw a shot at me last week. He thought I didn't catch it in the comment section, which I'm a little hurt because I thought we were friends. But whatever. I thought I had a friend, but when it comes to the Sugar Ray argument, like again, I can say he and niggas say, oh, he can't beat anybody on Mayweather's resume. He beat everybody on Mayweather's resume. I don't know that. Because today I have not seen Bud fight, and I said this before on your channel. I haven't seen Bud fight as many different styles as I've seen Floyd and Sugar Ray Leonard fight. I have not seen him fight anybody super slick. I have not seen him fight anybody with the speed of Mosley in his prime. I haven't seen him fight a switch hitter. I haven't seen him fight the style of a hard puncher and still beat them. I haven't seen him do all those things. I haven't even seen Bud in the ring with someone with longer reach than him. So I cannot confidently say, oh, yes, it will happen because he would, but he didn't. And so, no, I'm sorry. Like, and I'm not about the whole Sugar Ray thing. I think you just want to derail the conversation and say how I think they think it irritates us when they say how great Bud is. Bud is great. He just doesn't have to. He don't need all this extra sauce y'all putting on it. The man ain't a victim. He played his cards right. And he took the fights later. He chose when to take those fights, and he came out on top. I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. Hope he keeps going. That's all I got, 2 cents. But thank you so much for having me up.
All right, Drew, thank you for coming up, giving your 2 cents. Always great having your perspective and having you on the show. Listen, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to make a video defining what I believe the Bud Crawford era is, right? Hold on. Oh, that was Supreme L. Shout out to Supreme L with the $20 in the super chat. Shout out Supreme L. Shout out Supreme L with the support to the channel. Supreme L always been one of my day ones. He was one of the first people to monetarily support 2 Cents Boxing. And it's always greatly appreciated. Thank you for coming by, showing your support to the channel, enjoying this great Sunday boxing talk. Great conversation today. Of course, Bud buddies want to come on here. We talk about Bud, but I do feel like the Bud fans is just getting a little bit disrespectful with the comparisons and the this and the that. But that's my 2 cents, right? Just leave it for what it is. Terence Bud Crawford is the greatest fighter. Terence Bud Crawford is the greatest accolade fighter we've ever seen. Unless you want to put Clarissa Shields as number 1. It's out of them 2, of course. And he's also the quote-unquote greatest fighter of this era, is what people want to say because of his accolades. I don't put a ton of weight on accolades like that. I just don't. I'm sorry. I understand boxing, I understand business, and I understand the politics of it. Nobody's going to tell me that Kambosos was a great fighter because he was undisputed. I'm not going to believe that. I'm not. I don't care what accolades he has. Kambosos was never that good to me. He got undisputed. He still wasn't that good to me. And he's been getting beat up ever since. And he's still not good to me. So just because you get accolades, in my opinion, that doesn't make you good. Y'all stick around and look out for my video for my defining of the Bud Crawford era defined. I think that's what I'm gonna put on the thumbnail. So y'all be sure to look out for that video because I agree. Terence Bud Crawford is the best fighter of this era. And in order to be great, you have to change the game. You have to change people's perspective and the way that people do things and the way things are done. And I think that Terence Bud Crawford has definitely accomplished that. So y'all stick around for my video where I give my 2 cents on it. Because I keep hearing Bud Crawford era, Bud Crawford era. So what is that exactly? What exactly is the Bud Crawford era? I'm going to define that in the video. So y'all stay tuned on the lookout for that. Will we see T.O. and Shakur in January or February? I don't know. If they make the fight, I would definitely watch it. I don't really see it being that exciting of a fight. You know what I'm saying? But it might be. You just never know. T.O. might go in there and go for broke and go all for it. You will never know what might happen. Shout out to everybody that joined me for today. Shout out for everybody that supported in the Cash App and the Super Chat. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank y'all for joining me every time I'm live just to come over here and talk this boxing talk. I know it's football season. Boxing kind of slow. The numbers kind of low. You know, everybody watching football and doing what they do. But if you're watching a replay of this live, be sure to punch the like and subscribe button. And make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the video. Oh, somebody say Tank Davis era. Hey, it might shape up to be that way. You never know. All he got to do, what do you need? 2 fights? What you need? 2 fights to get an era? Ain't that what y'all just told me? So you need 2 fights to get an era. So if he come out and he beat 2 people that y'all been crying about, will this be the Tank Davis era? No, I'm just messing with y'all. But listen, if you don't want your host all in the videos, cussing you out, timing you out the chat, leaving you in the background, kicking you off the panel, muting you when you're trying to talk, come on over to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
If you're doing good, they got something to say. If you're doing bad, they got something to say. So do what makes you happy. Because you see this jet, you see this private jet that we own? I got it because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I made over $1 billion. You know why? Because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I'm gonna always tell Tank, do what the fuck you wanna do.